Hey, yo, Five Tribe.
What up?
Let's welcome all our friends and enemies. Let them know this is Lakers land. Hey, yo, Tribe, holla at them, fam.
This is the Lakers and Five Tribe, Lakers and Five Live. DJ engineered it so you know that the vibe ride. Over here at Lakers, ain't no hessies or pump fakes. You can hit the link, nigga, get your take.
It's the Lakers in 5 Live, you know that it's showtime. Facts with stats, you know that we never lie. If a debate ever arrive, we never decline. It's like an and one to the free throw line. You know we shine bright. In our purple and gold, we go live from the Motor City down to the West Coast. We colder than a step back to a fadeaway. Got YouTube on lock like Bando in a passing lane.
Pass the rain, pass the rain, pass the rain. This is the Lakers and Five Tribe, Lakers and Five Live. DJ engineered it so you know that the vibe ride. I'm out.
What's up, everybody? It's Gerald Sports Junior here, back at it again. Co-hosting for DJ. Let me switch from my laptop real quick to my phone. So give me a minute to switch. All right, guys. Today we'll be talking about Walker Kessler. Because there's been multiple reports on Walker Kessler being back on the trade block, and the Lakers desperately need a center, a guy who can protect the rim, who's a good rebounder, a guy who can catch lobs, and a guy who can help us now and the future. And Walker Kessler can do that. However, I would also like to see what the Lakers can also do, try to just get more than Walker Kessler, because our bench is kind of bad. So I would like to see if we can get a couple of their bench guys. What's up, Goat James? What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Daniel? What's up, Purple and Gold? Hopefully, all y'all are doing well today. Make sure you guys drop a like on today's stream. Make sure you guys subscribe to DJ and myself if you guys have not yet. Um, DJ is close to, if I'm not mistaken, 13K. So let's help him out get to 13K. What's up, John Parham? How are you doing? But I would like to see if the Lakers can try to get a guy like a Walker Kessler and maybe a Colin Sexton, or Walker Kessler and Jordan Clarkson, or a Walker Kessler and John Collins, or a lot of people don't talk about this, and I understand due to his contract, but since his contract is not the greatest, but the fit is there, it's just the contract is not the greatest. Maybe a Larry Markkinen. Um, so Walker Kessler is a guy who can rebound, a guy who is a very good lob threat, one of the best rim protectors in the league, one of the best shot blockers in the league. What's up, Daniel? Happy Tuesday. Go Lakers. One of the best rim protectors, shot blockers, rebounders, everything. Salute to Mr. Daniel Barry for being a member for 22 months. What's up? What's up? How are you doing? But the issue here is that a lot of people will bring up with the Walker Kessler situation is that people say that Danny Ainge don't want to work with us, and he's not going to trade Walker Kessler to the Lakers. And this is where I kind of laugh, because that's not really true. He doesn't really care. Um, if someone want his player, as long as he gets the picks, and long as he can get his guy, which he does not have his guy yet, and AJ from BYU. I cannot pronounce his last name, and I'm not going to try, because I'm not going to be looking stupid on here. But AJ from BYU, so he's a guy that I think Utah's looking at to get next year, and they're probably going to be even worse this new season than last year. I think that's what they're going to try to aim for. Um, bot or uh, not Kessler over Claxton all day. I would rather have the message that I'm getting from you is that you have Nick Claxton. Um, oh, bot or not Walker Kessler over Claxton all day. Okay, my bad. I misread what you said. I agree. I definitely agree. And his contract is only 3 million, so you could just trade Dalton Connect and like two pick swaps maybe in that 2031 first to make it work. But I would rather trade, or I would do Dalton, but I'll also try to do um Austin Reeves in the deal, which I don't see a lot of Laker fans talk about outside of you know, the YouTubers that I subscribe to talk about trading Austin Reeves for Walker Kessler or whatnot. And the more I think about it, I kind of like it because Walker Kessler defensively has a better impact um for, like if Walker Kessler is a Laker, his defensive impact is more impactful than Austin Reeves 25-5 throughout the regular season, and his inefficient 16 points per game on bad shooting in the playoffs. His style of play fits the playoffs. And he's also 23 to 24 years old. So he's a guy for sure that I feel like the Lakers should get. But try to get a guy like a Colin Sexton who can come off the bench for you, give you 18 points per game. Maybe he can commit defense. Um, off the bench, maybe him in the winning situation, he, starts being more committed on defense. I know Jordan Clarkson will be nice coming back, but he's too inefficient and he's a horrible defender. But at least with Colin Sexton, he's efficient, and maybe you can get him to buy in on defense more. So and plus he's younger, and if it doesn't work out, you can just flip him at the trade deadline as well. With John Collins, same thing. He's a power forward slash center hybrid. He can guard. I said he can guard 2 through 5, some five, is depending on what it matchup is, but mainly 4 through 5. He's a very good 3-point shooter. Shout out to John Collins, my former Atlanta Hawk. We got Jalen Johnson now, so we're good. But he is a good defender. He's a guy who you can also run small ball with. Very athletic, power forward slash center hybrid, and I just really like John Collins. But my issue here is his contract. He makes $26 million, but this is his last year on his deal on his player option, and I think um. And I don't know, but thankfully, since he's an expiring contract, he will be better to flip at the trade deadline. Plus, $26 million in expiring can get you can probably get you like 2 to 3 pieces. It really depends on what team you're trying to trade for or whatever, trade with or whatever. But yeah, and then with Laurie Markkaner's contract, it's kind of crazy. Um, but I think maybe they will drop the asking price for um a Walker Kessler and a Laurie Markkinen due to how bad Laurie Markka's contract is. And then the issue here is that you're going to have to pay Walker Kessler, which I'm willing to do, and I know Rob Blake is going to find a way to do so. But with Laurie Markkinen, he is a 7-footer who can play 3 through 5. He's better at the 4, but he's a very good 3-point shooter who can play off ball, play on ball, but he's much better off ball. So if people worry about, oh, what about the fit between LeBron and Markkanen and Luca, it's fine. So I would like to maybe get him. Now I'm not gonna say, oh, it's Laurie Markkanen or Walker Kessler or bust. I'd rather just have Walker Kessler. But if Utah told me you're gonna have to eat this Laurie Markkanen contract to get Walker Kessler, but I don't have to give up a lot of picks. Like maybe the 2031 first and one pick swap would do it, and just matching salaries. I would do that a lot. So that's a guy I would like to have next to Luca. Those two next to Luca in the future, now and the future. What about Daniel Gafford? I like Daniel Gafford. I'm a huge Daniel Gafford guy, but I don't want to overpay for him. and he is not that center that can be your defensive anchor. And he also wants starter level money. And I don't know if the Lakers are going to do that. Um, but I would be mad if we got Daniel Gafford. I prefer like DeAndre Ayton, Walker Kessler, and Nick Claxton instead. Speaking of Nick Claxton, I like Nick Claxton. I just don't know if Rob is gonna want to, trade 36 million dollars or $35 million in expiring and a 2031 first to get him. I don't think he'll do that. I think he'll rather pay for Walker Kessler than try to get any of those guys, to be honest with you. But hey, you never know. So if anyone wants to come and speak, you guys are very welcome to do so. And also check out my YouTube video that I made yesterday. And I told people, I said, hey, I was gonna make a Walker Kessler video today. But I was focused on doing other stuff, so I forgot. But I will make a Walker Kessler Utah Jazz video tomorrow. Talk about Walker Kessler, of course, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, maybe John Collins, depending on my mood. John Collins, I'd rather not talk about him. And then Laurie Markkinen. So yeah, you guys can come up, give your personal takes on this. Who are you guys willing to trade for Walker Kessler? Who are you not willing to trade for Walker Kessler? And what are your reasons why? So if anyone wants to come up and speak, you're more than welcome to. Also, shout out to DJ for giving me another opportunity to host the stream again. I will be doing it again for the third time this Friday at 8 o'clock until 11. This got a little pushback because I was trying to talk to somebody about something, but yeah. So whoever is wanting to come up and talk, you're more than welcome to do so. Just lets me know. I see Coney's in the back, but I don't know if he's AFK, whatever. Coney, if you want to come up, just private chat. You want to come up? If not, all good. Just let me know. Yeah, I agree. I would rather trade Austin Reeves. Um, and try to keep Max Christie, got Daniel Gafford, and then PJ Washington. But I am not really complaining about it now, because now you can trade Austin Reeves for like Herbert Jones or whatever. So yeah. So yeah. I want Trey Murphy also, um but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, Walker Kessler does make the most sense. He definitely does, in my personal opinion. Definitely does. But no, I thought about doing like talking about draft prospects, like NBA draft prospects. I'll probably do that like a couple days before the draft or whatever. I That's just like that's not really my type of style. I'd rather talk about it offsides from like outside of YouTube, if that makes sense, Mr. 81. So but yeah, I definitely agree with Walker Kessler making the most sense. Yeah. Just talking about draft prospects is just kind of not my cup of tea, to be honest with you. But if you guys also want to send super chats, you guys are more and welcome to do so. It'll help me and DJ out a lot. So if you do want to, you don't have to, but if you do want to, then I would truly appreciate it. I would truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Why you don't see Danny H working with us, Mr. 81? I kind of that's fine. That's fine though, but Walker Kessler is worth that type of money in my personal opinion. So yeah, I have no issues with him asking a lot. I'll even be willing to trade Austin Reeves if I have to. So it don't really bother me at all. Not one bit. So no issues with me on that. So I don't it don't really bother me if I have to trade Austin Reeves or whoever to do so. It really does not matter to me, to be honest with you. So don't matter. But yeah, I'm fine with overpaying for Walker Kessler. I'd rather overpay for Walker Kessler. Can you hear me now? Hold on. Okay, my bad. But yeah, I'm going to trade Austin Reeves too. Long as we get the better players fit wise next to Luca now long term, it don't really bother me. I'll be willing to trade him for Giannis. I'll be willing to trade him for KD. I'm willing to trade him for a one-legged Joel Embiid. It don't really matter to me. Long as we can increase our chances of winning a championship now, and I get people will say, well, who will be the second guy next to Luka in the future? Well, another thing about the Lakers is that they're very good at finding two stars. Um, so yeah, I don't see us winning the championship with Austin Reeves either. I just don't see it. Yeah, it is what it is. I even remember I made a YouTube video on the Orlando Magic video, and people hated the fact that I said I would trade him for. Uh, so yeah, it is what it is. I respect it. I understand it, but yeah, it don't matter to me at all. But yeah, yeah, Reeves is definitely I definitely agree with you. Reeves is definitely overrated. Um and I have no issues admitting that. He was very disappointment, a huge disappointment in the playoffs. I get he had a foot injury, but LeBron wanted to sprain MCL, and um, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. We can compete for a championship. It's just Reeves is kind of in the way. And what when I talk to Luca fans, he is you know, they said he needs a starting two guard who can fight through screens and all that. A guy who could be um a guy who can defend, a guy who can be respectable. Um, then yeah, Yeah. What's up, Ja? We need defenders around Luca, two-way players, and we'll be fine. Yeah, I agree. And we also need a center too, who can be a rim protector and everything. But I'll also like a center too who can create his own shot. As much as I like Walker Kessler, he can't really. I mean, he can't really create his own shot right now. But maybe in the future he can grow into that and develop a three-point shot also, which I can see him doing because that's what he was doing early on the year, and then for some reason he stopped, and then, but he is working on creating for his own shot and everything. So yeah, Cuba, you got a problem with me, nigga? Grab Mitchell for New York. Won't have to pay as much as the remain assets for key assets. I'm not doing that. Cuba talks so much. You talk so much too. Don't talk about my man Cuba like that. You know what I'm saying? He might be an a-hole, but you talk too. A huh? Huh? Oh, he talked. Woo! Cuba going off of that, man. The Lakers should trade for the Spurs' fourth pick, 14th pick. I meant. Um, but yeah, yeah. That yo, Cuba, tell your man to talk to Rob Pelinka. I don't take Cuba serious. He loves playing with me around with me. Pause. What? I don't think he playing with you, bro. I think he for real, but if you think he just joking around with you, my guy, then you go ahead and think that, my man. You go ahead and think that. But again, make sure you guys check out you know, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dirty Bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this nigga, Mr. 81, he might be on that. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. It's okay. It's his month. We support. It's all right. Dirty Red said, "Hey yo, woo, you funny dog. Cuba funny man. Cuba is one funny nigga, bro. One funny nigga. You're one funny nigga, bro. Every time I commenting on here, Cuba be talking. I don't take it serious. Yo, what is happening? I don't know, Dirty Red. I don't know. I'm just here to do my job. I'm here to get paid. I'm here to help DJ get his subscribers up. You know what I'm saying? It also helps me out. So Dirty Red, if you like to subscribe to Lakers 5 if you haven't yet in my YouTube channel, then I would truly appreciate it. I'm close at 900 subscribers. But yeah, back on topic here. What would you guys like from the Utah Jazz outside of Walker Kessler? Because Walker Kessler will of course be in the package, but would you guys like a Colin Sexton, a Jordan Clarkson, a Laurie Markin, a Keon George? Like, what would you guys like to um trade to try to trade for also with Walker Kessler? But yeah, you guys let me but you guys let me know. Hold on, 81. You mentioned me first, nigga. That's crazy. Cuba, is you black or not? Cause why are you pausing? Like what's up with you, bruh? Like what is up with you? Lakers need I would like for us to get Giannis, but then it will be hard because he can't shoot and he does not want to play the five, which I totally understand and respect. It'll be easier for us if he wants to play the five. He's a true four, but who can also play the five. I would try to see if they can, you know, maybe work something out to, do that. But yeah, but yeah, but no, that I would like Giannis over here, but I wouldn't say we need. It would be nice, but that will be the Utah Jazz video. Because not only I'll talk about the players who we can get outside Walker Kessler, guys who can also come off the bench and help us out. It's easier to fix your bench than what y'all think. It's more easier to fix the bench problem more than anything else, to be for real, for real. So people complain about the bench so much, make it sound like it can't be fixable, but it's more fixable to fix the bench than try to get two-way guys and everything. So yeah, I'll definitely try to sneak in bench players and all that. We don't have the we no, I won't use that as excuse. I don't want to use that excuse. Um, but yeah, yeah, he does have a player option. Dirty Red asks, is Colin Sexton a expiring contract? Yes, he is. He makes $19 million. So if it works out, you can bring him back on a cheaper deal. Or what you could do is if it doesn't work out, just ship him at the trade deadline. Yeah, John Collins does have a $26 million player option, and he's gonna opt in because he knows he's not making that money ever again. And the only reason why he even makes that money is because of Trey Young makes him Trey Young help him got that bag. So Yeah, but he's gonna definitely opt into that player option. And Colin Sexton is an expiring contract, by the way. He's expiring too, but I I like John Collins, but if he could play more at the three, I would want him. But I don't. He can't do that. And then what? You're gonna have him off the bench? Yeah, but then I don't want to have a $26 million player on my bench. I don't like that at all. To be honest with you, I just don't like that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Mr. 81. It's kind of difficult. It's more easier to with the lineup situation with Colin Sexton than it is with John Collins. I know he wouldn't mind coming off the bench, I guess, but I don't know. And I don't want to mess my center. And LeBron James is now a power forward. He's always been a power forward, but he can play the three um in his earlier days. But yeah, he's better at the four now. John Collins. No, I'm good on Nas Reed. I'm good. I'm good. Hard pass. I like him, but no. Same thing with Jared Allen. I like these guys, but just no. No, 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 no. I'm good. Because Nas Reed could have, if he truly wanted to be a Laker, he would have been a Laker. But he chose Minnesota. Um, he then is looking for 30 something $million. I'm not paying him 30 something $million. I'm just not doing that. I know Minnesota would, but I'm not doing it. So no. Let Minnesota be in luxury, be in money hell with Nas Reed. Again, he's a good player. Who can play the four, the three, the four, or the five? Just no. But yeah, hard pass. And we got 40 people watching. I appreciate the 40 people that is watching. 19 from Twitter and 25 from YouTube. So I appreciate the people. Much love, much love, much love. But yeah, hopefully Rob Pelinka make some moves this offseason that like just get like I don't think you can get everything this offseason. Especially that you'd question wanting to trade Austin Reeves for. And I would rather trade Austin Reeves this offseason because his agent said he's gonna opt out and chase the bag, and I don't want to pay him 40 to $45 million per year. Me personally, I just don't want to do that, and I don't trust him as my second option behind Luca. And not only that, they're not the same player, but there are because they both good offensive players and horrible defensively. But Luca's better defensively than Austin Reeves, in my opinion. It's just Luca just don't try. Um, Compared to Austin Reeves, he gives his 150% effort and still is garbage on defense. And a lot of that has to do with him being small, weight wise, and weak and everything. But yeah, but yeah, I don't. I'm good on Austin Reed. But yeah, and hopefully, I could, you know, let me see. But yeah, but I'm good. I would like guys like D'Anthony Melton, Bruce Brown Jr. and those guys who can come off our bench, be two guys, and Gary Trent Jr. and all those other guys. But again, who are you guys willing to trade for Walker Kessler and another guy? Like, what is y'all package for those guys? And if you guys don't know, then I can share my screen. We could do it. We can work on the trade machine, and we can um work some stuff out between to get Walker Kessler and then maybe another piece or just Walker Kessler. They're just different options. What's up, AG? I see you
Salute
on the
everybody.
stage. What's up? You there, AG?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. Just chilling.
Oh,
Kinsler.
okay. So who
Mm.
you willing to? First of all, how you're doing? Good evening. Um, Hopefully everything is well with you. Who are you willing to trade for Walker Kessler, and are you interested in Walker Kessler? Yes, I would like a reason. No, I would still like a reason. There's no escaping from me, so you might as well break it down. All right, Dirty Bird, I'll share my screen. Give me a minute, but I need to know what a who. I want to know who AJ is. Interested at the center position. Like, are you interested in Walker Kessler in or whatnot? That's what I would like to know.
I go walk. He a nice little player, whatever. But see, I ain't really watched his game in a minute. Is he like a group type center, or he like what type of
He's an
center is he?
individual in a group collect. He's like a Rudy Gobert, but better defensively. Much better. Like, he doesn't get haunted. He doesn't get played off the floor. And he has more offensive potential than Rudy Gobert ever did. So yeah, imagine having a white version of Rudy Gobert, but who can also develop a 3-point shot, who can create for his own shot and everything. That's who Walker Kessler is to me. What's up, Cuba?
Oh my God. Hey, listen here, right?
Why do you always pull up saying, "Oh my god"?
Oh my God, man. Yeah, rock on, dude. Hey, listen here, right?
Rock on, dude, is
Hey,
crazy.
rock hard and not soft. Hey, listen, Gerald, right?
Right.
Hey, look, man. You need to figure out, you got to figure out a way to win so I can be a bandwagon Laker fan, man.
Oh.
Now, what goddamn trades do you have in mind, man? Yeah.
What I have in mind
It doesn't
is
matter what you got. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I love you, Cuba. Just let you know, dog. I love you too.
Wow.
I would like for us to get Walker Kessler as our center. That will be the center that I want more than anybody else. And then you try to get Trey Murphy and Herbert Jones.
Oh, so that one from yesterday.
Yes,
No,
the
I'm
Herbert
good. I'm
Jones
good on Herbert
trade.
Jones. Oh no, I'm good on that.
Huh?
The masses want to give up your white guy.
Yeah, I'm
Who?
not giving. Yeah, not for Herb Jones. I'm not.
You're never mind. God bless your soul, brother. God bless your soul. God bless your soul. I pray to God that Jesus shows you the way. Jesus shows you the way that life, you bubble. And that's what we're going to pray about, you bubble. So
What the
yeah.
hell?
No, because I don't really, I don't I don't like the fact that people defend Austin Reeves so much, especially that he had an awful playoff game, and people still want to keep him, but then you're gonna have to pay him, but yet he is gonna opt out of his deal, and you're gonna have to pay him 40 to 45 million, which I know y'all do not want to do. Now, if you want to do that, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy. But I'm not doing it personally. I just refuse. So yeah. So Walker Kessler, boom, has one more year left on his deal. You can trade Dalton, and a 2031 first. That's what you could do. Um, Let me see here. The trade will work, by the way, just letting people know. Um, so yeah, it's just loading. Don't know why it's loading, but we'll be patient. We'll be patient. So it's successful. So the reason why it works is because they both make the same amount of money. It's just Walker Kessler makes 4.8. Dawn just makes $4 million. And it helps them out kind of because they can probably trade him in the future, but they get their guy for now until they decide to trade him or extend him long term. I know that he's not their guy, but I know they would take him. And then with the Lakers, you get your center now and long term, one of the best defenders in the league, one of the best rim protectors, rebounder, shot blockers, everything that you want defensively outside of switching out on the perimeter. He is that good of a player. And the only rim protectors that I would take over him is Victor Wembanyama, and Anthony Marshawn Davis the second. So those are the two guys that I would have over Walker Kessler, but overall he's up there for sure.
So you're taking
Now, what
Walker Kessler over Jokic?
who I will want on my team? I will take Jokic over my team, but since we have Luca, I will take Walker Kessler because Jokic wants the ball. Because Jokic is so ball dominant and Luca's so on ball dominant. Luca's not athletic. Jokic does not like to play on ball, so I would. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you was talking about in general. Not, okay, never
No,
mind.
not in general. No, I would take Jokic over Walker Kessler any of the week in general, but no. Now you could also do this too, where you can do Austin Reeves, who
So you're
makes
gonna have
that
three
type.
white guys in that starting lineup.
Yeah, we need more white guys. You know.
Where
Let's.
MJ at?
Woo! But yeah, another guy too. You're shipping out $28 million. You could try to trade for Colin Sexton. He just be a part of the deal. And this is what it would look like. 9 times out of 10, it will be successful because Utah can take on more salary. So yeah, so you can trade Austin Reeves, Maxi Kleba, Dolan Connect, 2031 first for Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton helps you out with your bench scoring. And I just broke down earlier that Walker Kessler will be your center now in long term. Now, what you could also do, which I don't, for some reason, people like John Collins is cool. If he could play, if he could play the three, more of the three, I'll be cool with it. Uh, but since he can't really do that, I would probably try to stay away from him. Now, let's remove Colin Sexton
Can you do
and
3-team
do,
trades?
yeah, we could do three team trades or whatever, but I'm pretty sure Utah would rather just do, that. Utah wants to take on the expirings and they just want the picks. Now, we could also do this too, where we can get John Collins, who's your athletic 3 and D power forward slash center hybrid. I will if he can somehow be better at the three, like defend like three, like two, like shooting like 1 through 3. I'll be okay with it. But since that's not the case, I don't kind of question it. But yeah, you get a very athletic guy in John Collins. And you get a very good center in Walker Kessler. Now, for people who don't want John Collins or Colin Sexton, then you can do this. And I'm gonna hide the financial stuff because that does get to my last nerves. So outside of that, I don't know if people are interested in Colin Sext and Jordan Clarkson, but I would do this too. Let me see here.
I'm gonna eat. Damn.
Let's have the financial breakdown because it does pisses me off. So it works. You get your bench scorer, your bucket getter off the bench in Jordan Clarkson, even though he's horrible defensively. Same thing with Colin Sexton, but I think that's more so of a commitment issue than anything else. Jordan Clarkson just have not been good defensively, and he's very streaky and inconsistent. But again, a guy who can help you out with your bench more than Gabe Benson, and you get your center. Now, what I also see is Laker fans ask about Laurie Markkinen's contract, and his contract is a lot, but I think we will be okay. Let's trade Vando. Let's trade Gabe. Let's trade Shake of the Milton of the Milton, and then maybe we get one of the younger guys that they don't really care for. I know they don't really care for Rui, but that's just
Man, god damn, man.
That's what I'm saying. But see, I don't want them to have a whole lot of guards. But since
That's
they're
damn near your
tanking,
whole roster.
no, not really.
God.
No, no, not really.
Them
I will
guys
add
was playing in the playoffs, won't they not?
They was, but they wasn't giving me nothing. So who
They're
cares?
like, listen, man.
What?
Ain't nowhere in the hell you gonna get 1 or 2 guys and trade away 6 goddamn players.
It's possible, and plus Utah,
Oh,
it's very possible because these guys are expiring contracts, and and they can just waive them, and it does not really. They don't really care. They just want to. They want to get off the Laurie marketing contract. So with this trade, I know people say this is a lot, but again, I like
God.
yeah. So You get off that nasty Vanderbilt contract. You get off of Gabe, Maxi Kleber, Dalton, Shake, 2026 first round pick swap, Austin Reeves, in the 2031 first. We get Laurie Marketing, who again I like. He's a very good fit next to Luca. I know there's questions about him defensively, but I think if he is on a winning team, he'll be better defensively, commitment wise. Again, he's a seven footer who is a off ball shooter. Y'all complain about shooting. Well, Laurie Markin is one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. At a very efficient clip, and then again, you get your defense center. So, what do you
Man,
guys think about all that? I know it's probably too much for you guys, but I would do it if I
hell,
was.
not that last one.
Yeah. What's up, Trey? All day. What's up, Brian? I'm trying to unload two
You,
power forwards. If I'm the Lakers, they have four earning over uh $1 million against the cap. What's up, Disney?
that's too much for two players.
Is it really too much though?
Hell, I mean, okay, if you, how should I say this? Now, if you getting a superstar type player, now I might think about it. Laurie Marketing and Walker Kessler ain't superstar type players.
They don't
That's
have
six,
to be.
but that's six players though, and you giving us 2 first-round draft picks. You don't think that's a lot? You might as well just
No,
build up through the draft.
I think it's worth. I think the juice is worth the squeeze because again, you need guys that are better fits next to Luca now and long term. And I think a lot of people need to watch more Utah Jazz basketball. I get that, if it's not Lakers, we don't really care, but I advise people to watch more other
Watch them
teams
all.
outside of Laker basketball. And I
Well,
promise you, y'all be like, hey, outside of the superstars, of course, hey, he'll be good on the Lakers.
all right, so we're
Right.
so
So
that's 6 players, right? So you have 9 players if you get these two. Well, hold
right.
on. No. Is it 9 or 10?
It is 9.
So 9 players.
But
So
you can make other stuff work out, and if Braun willing to take a pay cut to um you know, if he's willing to take a pay cut or whatever to, you know, get Nikhil Alexander Walker or whatever, then I would do so. What's up, CJ?
it's
What they
JC.
do, what they do.
Bro, what did you just call? Bro, what?
What?
Hey man, just swap the damn initials, Gerald. Man, just swap them.
No, I just said what's up,
Did
CJ?
you
What
just,
they do, what they do. That's what
Oh,
I
you got
said.
to swap the initials. Swap the initials,
bro,
man. Swap the letters. I mean, just swap it.
bro?
Hey man,
I'm
Gerald,
on
man,
now.
just
CJ.
swap the damn initials, man.
Come on now, man. I've been up here, what, 2 years now?
Gerald, when you swap the initials, what the hell do you get? It ain't that hard, man. You just graduated, nigga.
No, bro. All I said was what's up, CJ? What they do, what they do.
Jesus God.
Nigga, illiterate.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't.
Do
It's
you
whatever, bro.
understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No, I do. I just
Oh
don't.
my god.
I
I mean,
do.
he
I just
is
don't
trading
really.
5. What is this? 5 play? Are those picks too?
That's what
No,
I'm
You're
saying.
we
tr-
These are 6
you're
niggas in
trading.
2 first-round
So
picks.
yeah, you're trading a first round pick for Walker
so we
Kessler.
gonna trade the whole roster. Oh
That's
yeah,
what,
I see
that's what
Bro,
I
I
said.
see Austin on there. Yeah, that shit ain't oh my bad.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay, so since you want to,
Now,
oh
That's
okay,
my
not gonna
so
hold on,
happen,
Gerald.
bro.
oh,
If you got
wait, hold on, let me
Giannis or
break it down
damn
to you then.
Jokic,
Since
then yeah.
I want to add Chris Paul favorite Lakers. I'm not really. I don't really want Chris Paul on the Lakers.
He'll be
But
in
if
year
we get him
21.
for a
Hell
vet
no.
man, I
Who
wouldn't
the
hate
hell
it.
said that?
No, I'll take them. Y'all be tripping, bro. We need
How much is
players.
Chris Paul gonna make?
A vet man.
That ain't bad, then. All right.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
ain't
y'all
bad.
tripping. I would
hold
take them,
on,
man.
bro.
We need veteran experience like that.
Okay,
Like
No,
so
we
we need
so
that.
don't.
CJ,
No, we
Yes,
so
don't.
we
C,
do,
Bro,
oh,
call
JC.
me.
okay,
Hey,
so let me
call me
break
CJ one
down.
more
So
time,
let
nigga.
me
I didn't
break.
say CJ. I said JC.
Not you. Not
Oh,
you. Gerald.
JC said I'm gonna
Call
get
me.
Oh,
in.
JT, bro,
Call me
listen,
CJ one more time. I'm in your
my
ass,
JC said
nigga.
fault,
I'm gonna
bro.
get in that
I'm thinking of
ass.
CJ.
Oh
I'm
my
thinking of
god. Yeah,
CJ
Hey
yay.
Stroud.
man. Hey Gerald,
JT.
man.
I'm so
CJ
sorry.
told
I'm
you to
thinking
stop
about CJ
calling
Stroud
him
right now.
JC.
My fault. My fault. I apologize, JC. Forgive me, dog. So, what's up? How
Yeah,
you doing? I apologize
I'm
again for
good, man.
my mind is
Hey,
in a
you good?
different planet right now. So,
Yeah,
I
it's got to
get
be in a
so.
different planet with this trade.
He's smoking that ooh wee.
No.
Where's our okay, okay.
He's smoking that duck
So
pack.
This is
before we judge somebody, let's break down every single player that
man,
we're
break it
giving them.
down, nigga.
hold on. What
So
you need to wait. What you need to
Break it
break
down.
down is where's the money gonna come from to replace the other players? Where's that money at?
okay, so that's where I'm gonna get at, right?
Okay.
So
Okay. I gotta
so
hear this. Go ahead.
okay,
This is Joe's show.
yeah, right. So I'm not just gonna throw trades out and not break it down to y'all. I just don't do that. I'm not these Twitter trolls or whatever. So with Austin Reeves, right? JC, you already hate the man, so I don't know why you complaining.
Bro,
I'm doing this
look
for
at
you,
that.
really. I did not tell you I was gonna do a trade that you would like. That includes
I don't
Austin
like
Reeves.
this. You trading too many niggas. Go
No,
ahead, though.
But okay, so but let me finish though. Let me finish. Let me
All right,
continue
go
breaking
ahead. Go
down.
ahead.
I will
Austin Reeves,
say half the
Austin
niggas we don't need.
AG. Be quiet and let me break it down because
Yes, master.
a lot of people complain
Oh,
about this trade, but if they was on the Lakers right now, they'll have more of an impact for us than these guys that that I put in the trade
Okay,
package.
okay.
All right,
Explain.
So
let's hear it.
Go
Austin
ahead. I'll be
Reeves,
quiet, master.
that God bless your soul. That's
Master
look, you
is
got my
crazy.
little brother in the background saying, okay. So Austin Reeves is going to opt out of his player option, right? And seek $40 to $45 million. Now, my question to y'all is,
Huh?
are you guys willing to pay him that level of money?
Hell no.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, do you trust him to be your second option on a champion behind Luca? Do you?
Championship.
No,
There's
my bad.
no championship if you
Let
got
me hold
Austin
on,
Reeves as
JC.
your second
Let me
option.
correct my words. Do you trust Austin Reeves as your second option?
No, hell no.
Okay, so you just told me that you don't want to pay Austin Reeves 40 to
I
45
trust
million
Austin.
dollars, and you do
Man, you
not
smoking
trust
crack.
him as your second option. But also this too, you're trading. Who else you're trading? You're trading Jared Vanderbilt. What has he done for us since he came here?
Defense.
Not defense, yes, but you can't give me nothing offensively. Like your hands are worse than uh 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 I want to compare football players to that's how bad he is like offense. He is 37% not from the floor, but 37% on driving through to the rim through
And,
layups.
and
He is
what's and what's Gabe
37%.
and what's Gabe Vincent? 0%.
Oh, no. That's another reason too why Gabe Vincent's in the trade. An expiring contract. His money falls off our books. They again, Utah is tanking. So they don't really care. They just want the picks and they just want the expiring contracts, right? Gabe Vincent was garbage, right? We can all agree he was garbage in the playoffs. He averaged
Yes.
2 points per game in the playoffs, right?
Yes.
Okay, Maxi Kleber, what has he done since he came over here outside of Game 5? I hear crickets, nothing. Okay, what has Dalton Connect done
hold on,
outside
man.
of
I'm on
his
Uber
Hold
Eats
on,
right
bro.
now,
Hold
Wait,
man.
on,
let me
bro.
finish. I don't want no interruptions. Outside of before we needed him, before when we needed him through the season, he was nice. However, he was horrible defensively. He has a awful attitude since we traded him for Mark Williams.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he
There's a
doesn't.
reason why
I
JJ Redick
can't
did
say
not
he had
play.
a bad
There is a
attitude. He
reason
didn't
You
why
play.
haven't,
we played.
bro.
There
He
is a
didn't
reason
play.
why JC that we played a Jordan Goodwin over him. If his three ball is not falling, he is useless.
Okay. Who's the veteran between the two? Between Jordan Goodwin and Dalton Connect? Who's the veteran?
The better player is Dalton
Who's the
Connect.
veteran? Who's the
No, but it's
veteran?
more than. Let me finish. Dalton
Which
Connect
one?
is obviously. Let me finish. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Obviously, Dalton Connect is the better player. However, it's more than just a player on the back of the jersey. If that was the case, the Suns will be three-peating right now because they have Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal.
Bro, them niggas
That
is
by
trash
itself
together.
is
But
good, right? But it doesn't. Let me
Nah,
finish.
but see, no, Bradley Bill is
Let
trash
me
though.
finish. Let me finish. But the reason why it's not working out because number one, the money is horrible. Bradley Beal's contract is awful, and they don't fit
Hmm?
because Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are the same type of player. None of them can play
Hmm?
point. None of them can run point. They're the same type of player.
You just ever thought that maybe them niggas is just trash together?
No,
They don't know how to
because
play
I
together.
promise you, if Bradley Beal was on Miami right now, he would be averaging 25 to 30 points per game.
No,
Well,
he
yeah, because
wouldn't.
that team
No, he
is
wouldn't.
trash.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
But it's more than just. My point is, it's about better fit. Also, again,
Bruh.
don't connect this. I'm not just gonna say random words out of my mouth. I just don't do that.
That sounded random. Bradley Bill's gonna average
I brought it
25. You
up
said
for an
on
JC,
Miami.
I brought it up for an example because it's the truth.
Yeah, Miami.
It's more than just players of the back of the jersey. You know what? I'll use the Lakers for example. The Lakers should have won a title with LeBron James, who was the greatest player of all time. Anthony Davis was one of the best defenders in the world, two-way
Stop
players
it.
in the world.
Stop it.
Period. Right before we
Stop
traded for Luka, he was the best two-way player in the world. Correct?
Who?
Anthony Davis.
Nigga, please win.
JC is low-key facts though, man.
No,
What?
hell no. Oh, hell no.
So who do you have 80? So who do you have over 80 defensively?
Bam out of bio, nigga.
Oh, you
Bam out of
Cuba,
bio,
put the
better than
pipe
80?
down, man. Put the pipe down. Look,
go
okay.
ahead.
This trade is good. This trade is good if it's for somebody else like Anthony Davis. Then this trade is doable.
No. I get
We got
that.
a super
But see,
chat.
this is no. But this is the problem with some of the people in the fan base. If it's not the sexy names, we don't like it. However, I
It's
just
not
brought up
that.
how
I don't care
Austin
about the
Reeves is gonna
sexy
want.
names.
Let me finish, JC.
Bruh, half our team is gone
Let
for these two
me
mediocre
finish.
players.
Please, let me finish because Walker Kessler defensively has a better impact. Because I watch Walker Kessler. One thing about Walker Kessler is he's going to be crazy defensively, and his motor is up there with Giannis. I've never seen a guy get blown out by 50 before and still sprints into the other side of the basketball to give effort, defensively catch lobs and everything. That man has a high motor, and that's someone who Luka needs. And again, he's going to win Defensive Player of the Years in the future. Now, imagine him with the Lakers. The only reason why he does not get attention is because he's not on a big market team. He's not on Miami. He's not in New York. And he's not with the Lakers. He's not with Boston. I promise if he was on one of these teams, he'll be talked about more. I promise you he would. Again, he has a better defensive impact than Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves, all these guys that I just listed. And then not only that, you're going to have to pay Austin Reeves $40 to $45 million per year. I'm not doing that. Y'all even say y'all don't trust him as his second option. So now that I have him in a trade package to where you get your center who is younger than him, younger, cheaper, and a better overall player for us than Austin Reeves. Luka, Reeves don't work because both of them are very good offensive players, but they're both horrible defensively. You need balance in your starting lineup and off the bench. Now, let me continue. Gabe
We
Vincent,
don't got
trash.
no bench.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Jared Vanderbilt, not good anymore. He's not the same player that he used to be defensively. He's no longer elite. He is okay. The man gets more into foul trouble now than ever in his career. His contract is bad. If anything, we're doing them a favor and they doing us a favor because that Vanderbilt contract is god awful. He can't good defensively, but horrible offensively. You can't shoot. You can't even attack the basket. You can't do that. Maxi Kleba, who's he? Dalton Connect. He don't want to be here no more because
Yes, he
he's mad and
does.
upset
Why
that
do you keep saying
JC,
that?
let me finish, bro. Let me finish because I promise you,
JJ.
JJ is one of the smartest head coaches that the Lakers have ever had since Phil Jackson, bro. This man would not play Jordan Goodwin over Dalton Connect if he still wanted to be here. He's still upset that we traded him for Mark Williams, and rightfully so, because I was hooping for y'all before y'all traded me, right, for Mark Williams. However, Mark Williams is the better player for us in fit-wise because we need a center. We complain about we need a center, we need a center, and you have one of the best centers out there on the market now, who's 23 years old, who's a monster defensively, who can rebound crazy, rebound with the best of them. He can rebound. He can go toe to toe with Wemby defensively.
Who?
Walker Kessler.
Where's his team at?
That's the problem. He's on a
Where are they?
bad rebuilding tanking team. We said the same thing about a Dorian Finney-Smith, and as soon as he came over, what he did? He was our
Didn't
best
help us.
plus
He didn't help
minus
us get out
guy.
the
He was
first
a
round.
3 and D.
He didn't help us get
You
out the
said
first
what?
round. He didn't help us get out the first round.
That's not his fault. It's not his fault that Austin
Huh?
Reeves was garbage,
Oh,
our bench was trash, and we had no center. That's not his fault.
hey, if you out there hooping, nigga, it is your fault. What you talking about?
No, it's
Coach
not.
giving you minutes.
If LeBron James drops a 50 triple double, that's his fault, and his team lost.
No,
So
it's on the fault of. It's on the
time out. So
fault.
how come it's not his fault for
It's
doing his job, but DFS is doing his job
because
by
Dorian
playing
Finney
defense
didn't
and
do
hitting the
his job.
threes?
That's why Dorian Finney-Smith didn't do his job. Neither did Gabe Vincent. Neither did Austin Reeves. They didn't do their job.
Dorian Finney, outside of LeBron and Luca, Dorian Finney-Smith, and outside of LeBron, Rui, Luca, and DFS, everyone else was garbage. What are we talking about?
Man, look.
Did you watch the same series as I did? Because I did not complain about DFS, period. He was giving us defense, good defense, when Reeves was getting blown by, getting his chain snatched by a 37-year-old Mike Conley. Luca, who was throwing up before and pregame,
Bro.
and LeBron James, who's on a sprained MCL and has a little groin injury. DFS was our third or fourth best guy on the floor. Dalton was not going to do nothing because
you sure
Dalton,
about that?
I promise you, if you
Are
throw
you
in
you're
Dalton,
standing on that? You sure about that? You're standing on that.
JC, I promise you. If
Okay.
you throw,
Okay. Cool. I'm glad you're standing
let
on
me
that.
finish. Let me finish breaking down.
I'm glad you're standing on
and
that.
then I'm gonna break it down to you, right? And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Go
let you
ahead.
go because
Go
I'm gonna be
ahead. Go ahead.
respectful.
Finish. Go ahead and
Please
finish. Go ahead and
Okay.
finish. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
with Dalton Connect shooting, yes, it would have helped, but it wouldn't have helped either. Why? Because he's bad defensively. He cannot handle ball pressure, period. And that was the main issue why Austin Reeves was horrible, because he cannot handle physicality, ball pressure. If we complain about Luca and Reeves defensively, what makes you think Dalton would do any better? We need the guys who can be two-way players outside of a 40-year-old LeBron James. We and DFS. We need more than that. Then you're trading Shake Milton, who didn't do nothing. He was just there for the salary filler for us to get DFS. But his contract is not guaranteed, so the Utah Jazz can just waive him. They can waive Maxi Kleber, they can waive Gabe Vincent, and they just have to hold on to Vanderbilt's contract until it's expiring or whatever, and etc. But you're getting a guy who can play off ball, who's a very good three-point shooter, who is 7 feet tall. He will fit perfectly next to LeBron James and Luka Doncic easily. And you're getting one of the best rim protectors, shot blockers, rebounders, defensive guys, period, in the league. And you're saying where has he taken his team? His team is bad. I promise you, if we had Laurie Markin and Walker Kessler, we beat the Timberwolves, and we beat the Timberwolves. I promise you. Compared to all these guys that I just traded, these two guys alone will help us out over all the guys that I just listed was garbage, and then the guys that I want who's better fit now and long term, we're complaining. But you can continue now, sir.
Okay, number one, we got to get to that super chat by Major Level Entertainment.
What's up, Big Major? I apologize. I wasn't looking at the chat. Let me see what the super chat. Let me see what the super chat. Yes, sir, Big Major. All pieces are up there. I love it. Pieces. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Big Major. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Big Major for sure, bro.
All right, so
I get people don't like the trade, but people have to understand too. It's about better fit around Luka and LeBron James until he retires. And
okay, but you're not giving the people here. Okay, I understand you're giving us this nice trade, right? But now you have to give us, which I was asking for in the beginning. Give me who are we picking up? Who are the free agents we're picking up? Because we gotta fill the other two.
Right,
How many players did you trade?
now,
1,
this
2,
is where
3,
I'm
4,
this
5,
is where
6.
I'm gonna fight
Hold on,
through your
you're trading 6 players,
right. But who,
bro?
but
What are you?
But what are those
What?
what did those 6 players do for us in the playoffs? That's the question. I mean, you said you hate Austin
Bro,
Reeves. You said of
bro,
your own mouth yesterday
think
you hate
about
Austin
this.
Reeves.
Think about this. You're
Right.
trading. Hold on. Think about this. You're trading 6 players for 2, right?
Right.
That means you're clearly matching up salaries, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
But you
Awesome.
also save
Where now?
$3.7 million too, by the way.
Where is the money? Who are we picking up in free agency? Because it ain't gonna be no good. It's not gonna be no solid role players. You're gonna go
No,
get some bum
there's
niggas from
going to
the
be
G League.
solid role players who's going to be willing to take the vet men to
Who?
play
I
with
need
Luka Doncic.
names. I need
Who?
names. Give me some names. Who?
Bruce Brown
I need.
Jr. He was going to be a Laker before the Pacers doubled his money. He was going to be a Laker, but the Pacers gave him $22 million.
Where's he
We
at
could
right
get.
now?
He's a free agent, so we can sign him for cheaper.
What was it? What was his average last year? Here, I'll pull it up. It's fine.
I'll pull it up. But it's more than just numbers. It's also
The nigga averaged 8 points, 41% from the field, 35% from the 3,
right,
4 rebounds, 2 assists, and he said
he's a glue guy.
Vet minimum. Okay,
yeah.
that's one. You got
Gary Trent Jr.
Okay, hold on, Gary Trent. Okay, and he'll take the vet minimum too.
Yes, to play with Luka Doncic to win a championship. He did
All
the
right,
same
Gary
thing for
Trent.
Giannis.
Okay, so he averaged 11 points, 43% from the field, 42% from the 3.
Also, check his
so that's
playoff
2.
numbers. His playoff numbers was crazy.
I don't care about his playoff numbers right now. Go ahead. Okay, so that's 2. That's 2 right now. So you got 2. How many
Dorian
more
Finney-Smith,
left? We got 2 more.
Bench. Dorian Finney-Smith because he will come off the
No.
bench.
I'm talking about pieces you're gonna have to acquire because you just traded out 6 niggas and you gotta fill back up.
No. I told you Bruce Brown, Gary Trent Jr.
Okay, that's 2.
DFS.
I need 2 more. No. He's already on the team.
Oh, already on the team. Okay, no, but he's already on the player option. He has a player option.
That don't matter. He's already on the. Just say he already accepted the player option.
He's on the team, but not really on the team. But I'm gonna
he
include
accepted
him
this
in
player.
because
So let's say he accepted this player option. Cool. Boom.
Okay, he accepts this player. It's best for it.
Cool.
Actually helps us out if he opts out and takes less.
He's probably
I'm
not.
pretty sure he would do that for Luka Doncic because
he's not
going to
do that.
Are the best of friends.
He's not going to do that.
That's your opinion. That's fine. And then you can get a big. You can get a guy like a Clint Capella, right? Or Jericho Sims, or Dajuan Sharp, a Andre Drummond if he opts out, and then you can get a Kelly Oubre Jr. if he opts out of his deal.
And all these guys are gonna take vet minimum deals.
They can take Kelly Oubre Jr. did it for Philly to prove himself that hey, I can help a winning team out when we're healthy and everything. He can do that. Gary Trent Jr. can do the same thing. Bruce Brown Jr. can do the same thing. Now, I don't know for sure that we can get all these players, but there are different guys out on the market who we can get on a 1-year to 2-year deal to prove themselves. We did the same thing with Malik Monk, Lonnie Walker. We have done it for other guys in the past. So I'm pretty sure Rob Pelinka can find those diamonds in the rough. And get the guys that we need off the bench.
So when has Rob Pelinka found diamonds in the rough?
I didn't say all of them are going to be for vet men's. I've never said that, Cuba. I've never said that. However, it's easier to fix a bench than what y'all think. That's what I'm saying. By the way, we're complaining about these 6 guys here, but yet the 6 guys didn't do nothing for us in the playoffs.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you.
$3.7 million.
It's not the fact. It's not the fact that
good center. You get Lauri Markkanen. Now, even if I don't include Lauri Markkanen, that's fine. I can keep these other guys for a Herbert Jones, a Trey Murphy, and etc. So it don't matter.
So
after what? So hold on. Cuba said after what Gary Trent Jr. did in the playoffs, as far as being possibly the second best player against. Right. So, but this is the thing though. Usually when guys, sign vet men's before they usually stay there. Now I think we can, even if you can't get him for the vet men, I will still pay him $5 million per year. You can do
where is the money gonna come from?
Without you can still
have you looked at our books?
You have your tax player MLE. You can give someone $4 to $6 million. Now the MLE allows you to pay people 14 up to 17. But again, it depends on LeBron James' discount, and even if LeBron James don't take the
Man,
discount,
bro,
you can
stop
still
with the
get guys to help out the
discount.
roster.
The discount ain't gonna help us do nothing at all. The
I
discount,
don't
everybody keeps talking
that's
about
why
LeBron needs
that's
to do
why
a
I don't
discount. It's not
that's
gonna
why
help
when people
anything.
say LeBron needs to take a pay cut, I'm like, okay, because I
That's
agree
not
with you.
gonna. Yeah,
It's going to
that's
help,
not gonna
but it
help
won't be
anything.
a big help what people make it seem to be.
It wouldn't be worth it. I tell LeBron, you might as well go pick up your last paycheck from the Lakers.
Right. And I have no issues. What's up, Richard? Is it possible for you to okay. Okay. Again, like free people need to stop talking about free agency a little bit because free agency is not where you're going to get better. It's through trades, and this trade helps you get better.
No, it doesn't. So you're
It
okay.
does.
You're trading six. Okay. You just said out your own mouth. You said we're not going to get better in free agency. We're going to get better off a
Through
trade. But you
trades,
just
and
traded.
this helps you
You
get
just
better.
traded six. You just traded six niggas for two. Now you gotta go to free agency to go get four niggas. What do
Right,
you
but
mean?
it's easier to get four people who you can sign in free agency more than you can do in trades. That's what I'm saying. I watch Walker Kessler hoops. I watch Laurie Marketing hoops. Now that contract is awful, but you don't have to give up a crazy amount outside of matching salaries for those two. That's what I'm saying. I promise you, if Walker Kessler is a Laker, JC, you're going to love him. He will be our
I don't care about
best.
that.
I promise you. I promise you. If Rob
Laurie
Holt trade,
Marketing is $46 million. Are you smoking crack?
yes.
Bro, I'm not. Bro, what is,
I just said his contract
bro?
is bad. I just said his contract is bad. I just said his contract is bad. But that's where
He
the
said
leverage
yes.
comes. That's where the leverage comes in for Rob because
Huh?
if let me finish.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because
Go ahead.
due to the fact that he makes so much money, you don't have to give up a crazy amount outside of I'm giving up that 2031 first because it's Walker Kessler. For what the Utah Jazz want for Laurie Marketing, they want two first, and you're not getting that due to that awful contract. You're just
So Dalton
not.
Connect. So basically what you're saying is we'll give them Dalton Connect to make up for
We'll
that,
we'll
right?
give you
Is that what you're
matching
saying?
salaries, a 2031 first, and a 2026 first round pick swap for one of the best centers in the league and for one of the best off ball 3-point shooters in the league. And also, if he's in a winning situation, I promise he'll be better defensively. It's commitment. We said this. We complained. People question
Lord have
DFS.
mercy.
We
Yeah.
complained about
Okay.
DFS impact until he came to
What's
the
up,
Lakers.
DJ?
It's the same thing with Walker Kessler and
Okay.
Laurie Marketing.
So
What
let
it
me go
do,
ahead and
man?
break
What it
this.
do?
Bro, we not trading the
Let me
whole team for these two niggas, bro.
These
let me
two
break this down to
niggas.
you. Let me break this down to you, Gerald. Let me break this down to you, bro. And
Now, if we
I'm
don't
sorry,
get
I
Laurie
gotta,
Marketing, it's fine. But if they told me I have to take on Laurie Marketing's
bro,
contract to
bro.
get Walker Kessler, I'll do
Number
it.
one. If Rob Pelinka did this trade, bro, he'd be fired tomorrow. There's no way we're gonna
I
pick
promise you,
bro,
I put
bro.
$100 he would not be fired if he does this trade.
Jesse, bro, 46, bro, $46 million,
For a
bro,
guy who
for a
averages
nigga,
20 to
for a
25
nigga.
points per game off the ball.
The last time he scored was March 17th. You know that, right? March
Yes,
17th was the last
And
time
that
he
was
but
on my
scored
context
50
birthday,
or
man.
more.
but context is
Happy belated birthday.
happy belated birthday. But context is everything. Also, the Utah Jazz are also trying to tank, and they got fined for benching Laurie Marketing on purpose. They got fined for that.
Wait, and number two, Rob's just gonna get fired just because he traded Reeves for these two niggas.
No, he would not.
Hey, yo, hey, I gotta ask, who was this Coney guy backstage?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know who he is, and I asked. I don't want to add him on because
Wait,
I was
DJ, what
like
did you say?
Coney.
The
There's a
Coon.
guy named Coney
He's not.
Oh, okay,
backstage.
okay.
He's,
I heard
Yeah, I
something
don't know
else,
who he
man.
is. Do you know who he is, DJ?
No, but why you not adding them?
No,
yeah,
because I didn't know. Because I asked if you can. I don't. I don't want to. Him flash or whatever, and then what I'm saying, and I have to take
Flash.
that.
That's why you
Oh
put
my
the
god.
No, that
freaking.
no. But no, but I was showing the
That's
no, but I was showing the trade machine because they asked me to show the trade machine, so I had to share my screen. That's why I did that.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
Dirty Red asked me, can you share your screen to show the trades and stuff? So that's why I did it.
all right. Well, just you show it, and then if you got suspicion, then you just put it,
Yeah. But I'll
the
put the
cover.
picture back. Yeah, but I'll put the picture back
But
up for sure. Yeah.
who? Oh, hey, Coney, you there? Coney, you there?
And
He probably didn't
yeah,
left. That's
I
what was
also asked
backstage
him
for a
like five
minute.
times they're there.
Coney went to 7-Eleven, DJ. He
Yeah,
said,
he was.
bro,
Hey,
he was in that
what about
backstage for a minute.
for a minute, bro? I mean, ever since I came back downstairs. Where's Richard? Ricky. No, Richard, you on mute, bro.
Yeah, Richard on mute. Yeah.
I think that's my brother-in-law.
Really?
Yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I think I'm trying to figure it out, but he ain't talking.
Man, look, this
Anyway,
this trade is insane,
So
man.
this trade don't make no damn sense.
what trade y'all talking about? Let me see. Let me
The
see it
trade
again.
that I put on the screen before I put the Walker Kessler
Man,
picture
I
up.
can't see that. What is?
It's
I couldn't see
so
it
the
either. I had to
trade
look it up
package.
myself.
So the trade package is, let me see if I can zoom in to help it out. Laurie
It's Laurie Markkinen and Walker Kessler.
and then you trade Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt, Game Vitson, Maxi Kleber, don't connect, Shake Milton, a 2026
Damn,
first round pick swap, and a 2031 first.
Talk
damn.
about getting bent over.
With this trade, I would have thought we was trading Giannis or something.
That's what I'm saying.
I would do
Or
the same trade for
Lonzo. I would
Giannis.
have thought we
I would do
traded
the
for
same thing
Lonzo
for
with
Giannis
this.
too, but Giannis is not leaving. He's not leaving. There was reports already came out that he's not leaving.
I had said that, bro, like a month ago.
Yeah.
I don't think Giannis is leaving. I already said
Yeah,
that.
I think
He's
he's
gonna have
gonna.
to
I
pack
think
and
he's gonna.
stay in his ass in Milwaukee because they ain't gonna win, bro.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, he's gonna try to pull that Kobe route. Try to be loyal with his one team.
Kobe.
Hope you loyal. I hope you loyal with that one ring.
Yeah.
Kobe technically, you I guess you could say Kobe was loyal, but I mean he did threaten to get traded twice.
Yeah, but
So,
same thing with Giannis too, though. So I think that's why I said the Kobe route.
You see the chat?
But yeah, yeah. So DJ, the reason why I said now, I'm not. This would not be my first option. I would rather stay away from Laurie Marketing. But the reason why I did this trade is because if you want more than Walker Kessler, or if Danny Age came to you and said, "Hey, just you can have Walker Kessler, no issues. Just have to match salaries and give up Austin Reeves, a pick swap, and a first," I would do it because Laurie Markin is a very good off-ball player. And I get his contract is disgusting, but that's where the leverage comes in because we're doing you a favor.
we're not.
But you got to let
No,
me
we're
finish. But
not.
it also shows here too, though. But you also save $3.7 million per year.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No.
Says it right here.
You get 46. You got, bro. You have now a $46 million player now. You got LeBron. How much is LeBron? 52, something like that. You got Luka.
It's only 1 year, though, dude. It's only 1 year.
But this is my thing, though, right? That's just one guy. Is Laurie Marketing that guy?
If you put him on a championship contender team, absolutely, yes.
Are we a championship contending team?
If you make this trade, you get much better and you'll be in contention status. Absolutely, without a question.
Okay, let me do this trade. I got Trade Machine open right now. Okay, let me do this trade. I'm gonna tell you what we got.
Man, he an agent for Laurie Markkinen.
No, I prefer. No, it's not
Keebler,
that.
Dawson,
I'm focused on
who else you said? Vando too. Good Lord, Austin.
Nah, look, bro, look.
And you
the
have
first
your second
mistake
guy next to LeBron James.
You said
have
Shake
your second guy
too?
next to.
I'm gonna just say it for what it is. Austin is better than both these niggas.
No, he's not.
Hey, hey, how much does Laurie Marketing make? You said
he makes $46.3 million. That's why I was like, but that's where but see his value declines though.
46.
But you don't have to give up crate. But you don't have to get.
Lord.
It's the same thing with the Zach LaVine contract. Like you don't.
Hold on. Gerald, are these the players? Maxi Keebler, Dalton Connect, Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves, and Shake Milton.
Don't even mention Austin Reeves, bro.
And the 2026 first round pick swap. And the
I just need to know the players. Okay.
Right.
So number one.
Austin ain't going nowhere. That's number one.
Bro, hold on, bro. Bro, this doesn't make any sense.
How does it not make any sense, sir?
Hold on. Am I missing a player? 1, 2, 3, 4,
no,
5.
you're
I'm missing a player.
Shake
Who's the sixth player?
Dalton Connect. If you didn't add him.
I said Shake Milton, Austin Reeves,
okay,
Jared
so
Vanderbilt, Dalton Connect.
And Maxi
Maxi
Kleber.
Kleber, but I'm missing somebody. It's six players, wasn't it? Who's
Yeah,
the
it's
sixth
Shake
guy?
Milton. I just said it, Shake Milton.
But I have him on there already. I have five.
Okay, so
Say,
you're missing. So
say it
you got
again, JC.
yeah.
Okay, I got Shake Milton, Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Connect, and Maxi Keebler.
Yeah,
I'm
you are
missing
missing somebody.
Yeah.
Gabe
So you
Vincent.
missing. So you said Austin
Is
Reeves,
it
Jared
Gabe?
Vanderbilt, Maxi, Gabe Vincent. Then Gabe Vincent. You said his name right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, he
Gabe.
didn't.
Yeah.
Gabe. Okay. So
Mhm.
Gabe. Now I added Gabe to
Mhm.
it. Okay. So now you're left with a 9-man roster. Matter of fact, it's not even really a 9-man roster. It's more of a 8-man roster because you didn't even pick up Trey Jimson's contract at all. He's still on his 2-way
No,
contract.
he's on a two-way. He's on a two-way.
I know. So you really technically you have an 8-man roster because 2-way contracts don't really count
Right,
as
but we
far
can
as
include him on the
actual
team though.
roster.
So it don't really matter.
Okay, so you're gonna give him the minimum or whatever.
The vet men. Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool. So you have 52,000 until in tax base, and then your $8.1 million from the first apron space. So and all you did was add Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen. So you have a 8-man roster. You need 15. So like I don't understand. Like
No, but
we're gonna
this is what
we're gonna have to go to like the we're gonna have to go below the G League. We're gonna have to like go get dudes from like the rec league.
No, you don't have to
Dudes
do
that's
that.
gonna take like $20K a year.
No, because
$200K.
No, that's an overreaction in my opinion. There are going to be free agents that are going to be willing to take less to win a championship with Luka Doncic. Klay Thompson took a discount. I know he still got his $17 million, but he was going to get 30 from us, if I'm not mistaken. But he took less to go to the Dallas Mavericks to win a championship with Luka Doncic. There are going to be players who's going to want to ring chase and who's going to be willing to take a vet minimum to play with Luka Doncic.
So why would you give up a play? Okay, number one, why would you give up Dalton Connect the second time? Right, that makes no sense.
Because
Dalton.
Right. My bad. Go ahead.
You keep Dalton because let's be honest. The dude can shoot, right? The dude is a shooter.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Right. So why in the hell would you give him up?
Can shoot too, so he can shoot.
No. Dalton Connect is a shooter. Lauri Markkanen can shoot, but Dalton Connect is a shooter. I'm not giving up Dalton Connect.
Look at his stats.
Okay, so you're basically paying $42 million more for a shooter when you already have a cheaper shooter for $4 million. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
No, but this is the thing though with Lauri Markkanen that Lauri Markkanen has that Dalton Connect doesn't have. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer who's also better defensively than Austin Reeves. He just doesn't commit because he's on a bad team. Why would I?
Whoa! Stop it right there. Let me tell you something.
There's
he ain't
context
committing.
to everything.
He's not committing because he can't come. He's choosing not to commit. I don't care what
he's
team
bad
you
defensive. Because the Jazz are awful. The only defender that I know who plays defense all the time is Walker Kessler. Everyone else is
so they paid him $46 million to lack on defense.
No, they paid him that type of money because, to be fair, last year teams was going to do that for him, so they did it. So they was going to people was going to pay $30 to $40 million for Lauri Markkanen last summer. The Warriors was going to do it. The Lakers, if we got him last year, was going to do the same thing. So it don't really matter.
It does matter, bro. It's $46 million.
No, I get that, but Austin Reeves is probably he's gonna make the same amount. So
he's not. What? Austin Reeves is not making $46 million.
He's gonna make the same type of that type of range with Lauri Markkanen.
When is he gonna make 40? When is Austin Reeves gonna make $40 million?
This upcoming season, JC.
Have you not heard around the league what
this AG?
Have I not heard around the league?
JC, we gotta be real. Like, Austin deserves that money.
No, he does not.
No, he does not.
What are y'all smoking, bro? Oh my god.
JC, I legit agree with you. Austin Reeves is nowhere close to a $40 to $45 million player.
So what are y'all saying? He should get 50 mil because he's qualified for at least 40
mil.
What he should get is a ticket to Utah and be shipped out. That's what he should get,
bro.
A ticket to Utah, You fit perfectly with Utah. You fit the culture. You can train with John Stockton all you want. You can train with
Huh?
Carmelo all you want. It don't matter. Get a
Karl
ticket to
Malone can't
Utah
help that
and let's.
nigga.
You said what now?
Karl Malone can't help Austin Reeves. I don't care who Austin Reeves got training him. I don't care if it's Triple H. Austin Reeves will never be an all-star. I don't care. You can get Dwayne the Rock Johnson
Right.
to help
But Laurie
Austin
Marketing was
Reeves
an
get
all. But
bulked
Laurie
up.
Marketing is an
He's
all
still gonna
star.
get bullied.
But Laurie Marketing is an all star, and you're getting a potential defensive player of the year winner
Bro.
in Walker Kessler.
Bro.
Laurie Marketing was an all-star a few years ago, and that's why he
That's
was
what.
able to
Thank
get.
you.
That's
Thank
why.
you. Yeah.
Well, hold on,
And
hold on,
that's
hold on,
another reason
hold
why
on, hold on,
too he got his
hold on.
bag.
Wow. Hold
Oh
on.
my God.
Well, I'm making a point here. I'm saying Laurie Marketing was an all-star a few years ago, and it was perfect timing. That's why he was able to get that 46 mil. But Austin ain't never been no all-star, so Austin can't get that much, bro.
Right.
Man, he should though.
No, he shouldn't.
Man, never
Bro,
At
mind.
least like
what basketball do you watch? Because I
at
swear I be
least
watching
like he
like
okay. 40 may be
Preacher
overdoing
man.
it, but at least 30, bro. At least
No,
30, man. At
no,
least 30,
no,
32, 30, 30 to
no,
35.
no.
What up,
Did you
Dino?
no? Did you watch the playoffs?
Yeah, I watched the playoffs.
Okay, what did Austin Reeves do for us in the playoffs, sir?
Scored like 16 points.
On horrible shooting, and he might be up there with D'Lo on being one of the worst playoff performers I've ever seen in my life as a Laker.
Okay, no, it ain't that bad.
No,
yeah.
I've seen
Now
D'Lo
you
give me
gassing
36.
it, bro.
Yeah.
Now you gassing it.
I would rather have a guy that I know who can consistently be up and down than a guy who I had being consistent throughout the whole playoffs and he was garbage. Garbage.
I don't, Gerald. All I'm gonna say is I'm just glad you're not Rob Pelinka, man.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's your opinion. I'm not. That's
Because
what I told. I
I would
warned y'all.
personally call for your
I
job if you
warned
did this
y'all
It's
trade.
gonna be
before you
another
started.
riot.
Man,
Okay.
man, look,
I can put my money that these two players will have a better impact
no,
if the Lakers overall are healthy than all these six guys that I just traded. I promise you. I
bro.
promise you. I promise you.
I'm telling you,
We
you're
need a
gonna be
center. We
like,
need a rim protector, right? Walker Kessler's that. Boom. You need a second guy who can help you with Luca when LeBron James retired. Laurie Marcus that. Boom.
I don't.
He can play off ball. He's a very good 3-point shooter. He was an all-star at one point. The reason why he doesn't play a lot of games because Utah again is tanking for Cooper Flag, but they didn't get him. They also, if you don't believe me too, they was also fined for benching Laurie Marketing and Walker Kessler multiple times in games. They was fined like $500K every
As they
time they
should,
benched
because
those guys because they
they
was trying to tank
should
so bad.
they should because they suck.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
they
get that
suck.
too, but it's more so
Yeah.
they
They
sucking on
suck.
purpose. That's my point.
No, Gerald, stop.
It's the
Stop with this.
truth.
They're sucking on part, bro. These niggas is
Bro,
trash. I'm sorry.
no,
These
they
niggas
are
is
trash,
I was
but
talking about the team.
they're
I was
trying to
talking
be the
about the
worst team in the
team.
league, bro. They're trying to tank for Cooper Flag,
Bro,
and
the team,
they're going
bro,
to be the
the
same thing.
team is
They're going to do the same
trash.
thing again this year for AJ from BYU. I promise you, they're going to do that.
Bro. Oh, okay. So
Hey,
picture this.
Gerald, you got a preacher man on your side. Look at the preacher man. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
This is crazy, DJ. Do you hear this man? This man literally said that Danny Ainge and all them all at a meeting every year talking about some. Hey man, y'all ready to lose again this year? Because we gotta get that number one draft pick.
Preacher,
Yeah, we
Man,
gonna
get
lose
it, get
yeah.
again,
Wait,
it.
hold on. Let me
bro.
read what he said. You I would do the trade because you got a 7-footer who shoot threes, who's a post threat and decent on D. That's all I'm
Bro,
going to say.
respectfully, preacher man, salute. Now back to me cooking. Now
What you
Utah
cooking? What you
Jazz.
cooking? You cooking burnt fried chicken and unseasoned
Bro, I'm
garlic bread and
cooking
mac
this
and cheese?
ugly trade, and you got these dreams of
This
Utah
trade is
Jazz,
horrible, man. This
bro.
trade is
Okay.
like,
You're
bro.
basically saying,
AC. To be fair, the only reason why you don't even like it because your boyfriend Austin Reeves is in it.
No, I don't like it because we giving up half this team for two mediocre, decent
yeah,
players, bro. Bro, this is a trade you put together to go get like a superstar.
right.
And we got first rounds in there? Oh,
So
hell no.
But so you're not. So you wouldn't. Okay. So again,
Bro,
great.
this trade,
Let me
I
hold on,
better be
AC.
bringing.
AC. Let me break it down
Why you
now.
call
Nigga,
him Drake?
my name is
AC.
not AC. I
AC,
got AC. It's AG.
AG,
He
AC.
ain't an
I don't
air
give a flip
conditioner.
of no beans. I'm trying my best not to crash out right now. So with Austin Reeves,
Gerald
Don't crash
Sports. I
out.
hope you don't put this content on your channel.
I'm going to.
You
I will do it tomorrow. How much you want to bet? I will do. I promise you on my soul before I'm dead and gone. I will do this tomorrow. I
Well,
promise.
then you gonna
DJ
be dead
DJ
and
knows
gone
I
then, because this trade
DJ
ain't gonna
knows I am
happen.
a psychopath. I promise you, I will do this
bro, this
tomorrow.
trade is bro. Back
It's
to what I was trying to
terrible.
say.
It's
Hold on.
terrible because it's not a superstar, but you're getting a
No. You just said out of your own mouth that the Utah Jazz are ready to tank again next year. Like, do you like what do you have in your brain that makes you
they
think
don't ca-
that
they don't
they want to
care
lose
about
every year? Are you
bro,
serious,
Danny, this is Danny Ainge. He don't care about trading with whoever. All he cares about is the picks, the
bro?
picks, the picks, the picks,
You're
the picks, the
ignoring
picks, the picks,
you're
the picks.
ignoring your own
And
point.
he's
You
no.
said the
Let me finish.
Utah
Let me finish.
Jazz want to tank again to go get some
Right.
AG. Who AG Green? Who you say? Who they want to go get now? They're not going to get him. The draft ain't guaranteed for nobody. So what's the point of tanking? The whole fact is this, right? The whole fact is this: the team is just
They just
trash.
rigged it for Cooper Flag to come to
No,
Dallas. Yes,
no,
they
bro.
did. What?
No, bro. These teams are just trash, bro. That's just what it is. They're
Bro,
constructed trash. That's all it is. Our team, the Lakers, was trash this year. Trash.
Okay.
Dirty red.
Total
Dirty red.
captive ass, nigga. You can't sit here and tell me Jeannie Buss was in the room with LeBron, telling LeBron, hey, Bron, we're gonna tank this year and then we're gonna right, bro. Come on, stop it.
We're not doing.
Stop
We're
it.
no. Don't ever put the same. Don't ever
But you
put the
just said
standards
that's what
between.
teams do,
Don't
right?
wait. Hold on, Jake. Hold
I'm
on.
saying.
Don't ever put this. Don't put the same
Ever.
standards with the Lakers with the Jazz. The Jazz don't care about winning games. Otherwise they'll make moves because they have
Well,
the
we
picks to
care
do it.
about winning games, so
Hold on, hold on, hold
we're
on.
not
No,
gonna do this
bro. Let
trade.
me finish, dog. Let me finish. The Lakers are trying to win now with Luka Doncic and LeBron James and long term.
Yeah,
Right?
okay. Reset what
Okay.
you just
So
said. They're
since
trying to
that
win
is the
right now.
case, I
Okay,
just
okay.
asked you. So
So the
DJ, so
answer
this is
to
where.
trying
So
to
wait,
win
wait, wait,
right
wait, wait,
now
wait.
is trade away half the team.
Let me finish. Hold on. First of all, let me tell DJ what y'all said, by the way. So DJ, I asked them. They asked me, why would I do this stupid trade, right? So I broke it down bit by bit by bit. I said, what did Austin Reeves do for you in the playoffs? Crickets. Are you going to pay him $40 million
He averaged
to,
16,
on horrible shooting splits? I don't
but he
care.
still averaged 16 though. But
On
go ahead.
horrible shooting splits, getting snatched
No,
by Mike Conley, getting punked around by Nickeil Alexander-Walker, getting snatched by a 37-year-old Mike Conley. I don't care. Bricking wide open threes like you, D'Lo. Have you lost your mind?
have you lost
He
your mind?
he
Because this trade
legit
is
made us
crazy.
look. He legit made us Laker fans look stupid. Are you serious? We was legit saying he is the third best option in the league. Was we not saying that?
Not me.
Outside of DJ.
DJ
I mean, he's
wasn't, and I
still.
should
I
have
mean, if
listened.
you
See,
really
I should
want
have
me
listened
to,
to
see,
DJ.
DJ, you
if
I
you
good.
should have
really
Well,
listened
want
to
me to
DJ.
keep it
big bro, DJ, you
technical,
good. Well, I'm not talking about you, DJ. I'm talking
he
Laker fans
still
in general.
is though. I mean, can you name me a better,
Huh?
like out
What?
this past season, bro, out this
Oh.
past season, name me a better third option.
Oh, I got you. My dog, AG. My dog.
Come on, Gerald Barry Sports.
I
Man,
would
it need
say
to be.
as a
Man,
third
Gerald.
option. As a third option.
No. Can you answer? Can you give me that? Name me. You know what? I'll do you better. Name me 5 guys that were better. That were better third options than Austin Reeves.
This season. This season, right?
Yeah, I just
Even,
said this
even.
past
Oh
season.
no. I'm just making sure because when I cook you, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to. Oh no. Okay.
Oh,
Man, he's
So
searching it up on ChatGPT right
I
now,
don't
man.
need
You
no
heard
that's
me.
ChatGPT. I
He's
watch
searching it on
ChatGPT.
basketball. I watch
ChatGPT.
basketball. What do you? I don't need no
All right, man.
Google.
All
I don't
right,
need
go
no.
ahead
Okay,
and name
okay.
these 5 guys.
Watch
Name,
yourself,
name
bro.
these 5 guys. Name these 5 guys, bro.
I'm going to do that. I would rather take Derek White, OG Anunoby. I would rather have over Austin Reeves, Zach LaVine, or DeMar DeRozan.
But they're not third options though.
They're
Yes,
not
they.
third
So
options.
so who's the number one option on the Sacramento Kings? Sabonis.
Zach LaVine like the first option, bro. My opinion. He like
It's
the
Sabonis.
first, second options.
Sabonis is the first
Nah,
option.
no,
Zach
he's
LaVine
not.
is the second option, and DeMar DeRozan is the third option.
I would have said DeMar was probably first. DeMar
Yeah,
take a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say
Okay, you can do
damage.
DeMar. Yeah,
DeMar. Okay, so
DeMar be
DeMar,
shooting
Sabonis, and
crazy.
then LaVine. I'm taking Zach LaVine over Austin Reeves any day of the week. Are we serious? Did we not watch Zach LaVine this year? He was shooting 50+% from the field and shooting 45% from
Okay, but that's one.
I also said Derek White, OG Anunoby. I would take
Derek
Andrew
White doesn't average
Nembhard.
more than Austin Reeves in the regular season.
It's more than just averaging points, sir. That's the problem too. It's about impact. Who can you play both sides of the basketball
Bro, it's
and
easy to
help your
have an
team
impact
and
when
help
you
your
got
team win
Kristaps
games?
Porzingis
Andrew
and you got
Nembhard is a better
Jason Tatum.
impactful player than Austin Reeves is. What are we talking about?
Oh man. Like I said, bro, it's easy to
The
look good when
Pacers
you're on a
are
team
legit
full of
in the
good niggas, bro.
finals because of Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, and their bench guys. Are we serious? They're legit in the finals because of those guys.
Where are the Celtics at right now?
They are in Cancun, but they made it. They passed the first round.
Oh,
And who did they play in the first round, sir?
The Orlando Magic, who are very good.
Okay, then you got it. And then you got it,
The
sir.
Orlando Magic are one of the best defensive teams in the league. The only reason why the Magic didn't
then
beat
why'd they
Boston
lose?
is because they don't have a point guard. They don't have a
Oh,
scoring
okay.
guard like a Trae Young. If they had Trae Young, they beat Boston. That's
Wait,
why,
you
sir.
say who?
I
Trae
just said Zach LaVine or DeMar
Did you
DeRozan
say
or
Trae Young?
Sabonis. You
Yeah,
can
he did.
whatever
He said
order you
Trae.
have it. Those are better
Oh
options than
man,
Austin Reeves.
he gave him an
Derek
all
White
star.
is a better option. Reeves. Andrew Nembhard or Aaron Nesmith is a better option
Bro,
than
them niggas
Austin
is
Reeves.
not better than Austin,
Yes,
bro.
yes, he
You
Stop,
is.
said
man.
I
Nembhard?
promise you.
How do you spell that?
You, if you put him next to Luka Doncic,
He said,
we're going
"Spell
to
it."
have a better successful season than Austin Reeves.
Can you spell it?
Now
Spell it.
we're asking me to spell. Now we're asking me to spell stuff. But now when I'm cooking, we have a
I'm
problem.
trying to look up these better options. I need you to. Can you spell it? Because I don't know.
I don't even know this. I don't even know how to spell that name.
And so you don't know how to spell Andrew Nembhard?
Nembhard? How you spell Nembhard?
Nembhard? How do you spell that? That sounds.
N.
No, I just feel like there's because I think there's like a T or an H in there or something, right?
No,
Not an H, a
it's
T or-
Nemb, and then hard afterwards.
Okay, I got it. I got
See,
it.
okay, so it's a B. Okay, a B.
Okay,
All
so
I knew there was. I knew there was some silent letter. in there.
Yeah. They don't.
Okay, so Gerald, you're wrong. You're wrong about Andrew Nembhard or whatever his name is. I think I said it right. The little nigga averages 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. It's not better than Austin Reeves.
Before
That's
I started, it's more than just scoring. It's more than just
no. If you're trading Austin Reeves, if you're looking for somebody who's better than Austin Reeves, correct?
I'm
that
not
means
looking for,
you
I'm
have
not
to look
looking
at
for a
Austin
better
Reeves.
player than Austin Reeves. I'm looking for a better fit next to Luka Doncic now in long term.
Well, it's not Nembhard.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
bro.
is,
Okay, how would you feel if that nigga came out and scored 3 points? That's what he did again. That's what he did against the Knicks. 3 points.
But he was giving Jalen Brunson hell on the other side of the basketball court, and he wasn't getting blown by defensively.
Hold on,
and he also shows up in the fourth quarter. Have you not been watching the Pacers this
year? You do know Jalen Brunson dropped 31 in that game, right? Jalen Brunson dropped 31 in that game.
Not when Aaron Nesmith. Not when Aaron Nesmith and Andrew Nembhard was on him. Are you crazy,
bro? He dropped 31 points. It don't matter who was on him.
On the one-on-one matchup, Andrew Nembhard and Aaron Nesmith combined was giving Jalen Brunson hell.
How when he dropped 31?
It's more than just a player just dropping how many. So, Jason, this is your issue, and this is a lot of basketball fans' issues. Y'all look at scoring points over both sides of the ball over impactful players. You can drop 50 points per game, but if you're not giving me at least some level of defense, or you're just dropping 50 to drop 50, and you're not helping your team win anything, who cares?
Yeah, but defense don't always play a role in that. Sometimes it's about rebounds. Sometimes it's about playmaking for your other teammates, which Austin does.
That, bro.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he.
I'm
So
looking at
how
the
the
stats
Pistons?
right
So
now,
how
bro.
are the
Please don't have
Indiana?
me read the
Now I'm
stats off
asking
and
a question.
cookie ass
So
up in front
how
of
are
all
the
these beautiful
Indiana? So
people in
how
the
is the
chat. Y'all
Indiana
crazy.
Pacers
JC,
in the
hey,
NBA
put that
Finals?
nigga on. JC, put this nigga on the rotisserie.
Bro, want to talk about bro saying 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists.
But
That's
that's the
impactful.
problem. You're box score watching. You're box score watching. You're not watching the game.
Bro.
You're pulling. You
I don't
can't even
have
tell
look.
me.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what stats are. Let me tell you what stats are. Stats are
Stats are not the
recorded.
full picture,
Are
sir. They're not the full
recorded.
picture.
Are recorded to tell you what happened in the game. Right? Tells you what happened in the game. So if you see Nimhard got 3 points and his matchup got 31 points, what's that gonna tell me? It ain't gonna tell me much, but to know Nimhard ain't do much, and Jalen Brunson still scored 31 points
Okay,
and
so
47%
this is
from the
where.
field.
So
So
this
you
is
didn't do
where.
much.
This is where I'm going to fight through your screen and block the shot. So yes, Andrew Nimhar had 3 points that game. However, he was again. We love Alex Caruso, and the man barely scored for us. Why did we like him? Because he was giving us defense. He was giving us 3-point shooting when we needed him to hit shots, key shots, rebounding the ball crazy, one of the best defenders in the league. He's a perfect example. His stats do not show you a lot, but if you watch him play, he is a winning player.
Yeah,
Andrew
but man,
Nimhart
that's a
is
different
a winning
scenario though, bro.
player
He
than
he didn't
Austin
need
Reeves is, and it's
he
not
didn't
a
need to
crazy
score
thing to
points
say.
then, bro. He didn't need to score that much then because we had LeBron still pretty much in his prime, and we had AD and we had Danny Green. We didn't need him to score.
And
That's
and
not
we
the
also had Katavious Caldwell Pope.
no. That's true. No, that's true. But my point is this though: he is a winning player. Period. Can we agree?
Oh my lord, you
The only
don't
thing I
even know
would
how to
say,
spell his name, and he's a winning
hey,
player.
salute
Yes, I do know
panel,
how to spell. He's a winning player.
salute
Are we
panel.
serious?
What I would say about Nimhart is that the only thing I remember about him that I will give him credit is Nimhart is he fits with the Pacers, right? He fits with the Pacers offense.
And
And
defense.
when he played with when he played against us, it was a game he played. He hit a big shot. Like he hits big shots for the Pacers. Nimhart, I don't know for some reason you give him the basketball and he's in the right spot at the right time. He'll hit a
Right.
three or hit a shot. That's what I've known for his career. Now defensively, I mean, I actually haven't been watching the championship lately because I just these two teams really don't bring that joy out in me. Other than maybe
They don't. They sure
It's
don't.
okay. Nobody's watching it, bro. Other
I
than
mean I have
him.
to, but I do know about the every player on the team and stuff like that. But I wanted to switch and with DJ, I wanted to come here and comment on the trade proposal that he actually put up in the chat, and I just wanted to say I would do this trade because you get Walker Kessler, you get your center,
Mm-hmm.
and you get Laurie Marketing, a 7-footer who is kind of like the unicorn, but he's much more versatile. I feel
Right.
than Porzingis, who because Porzingis always gets hurt. For some reason his ankles is just they made out of paper. He's
Paper
just not.
mache. Wet paper. Yep.
And so Laurie Markkinen, he's more of an attacker. He could shoot the three, stretch, post up. He has a mid range fadeaway. He could do it all pretty much. He was an all-star. And I just feel Austin Reeves is, you know, we've seen that episode before. It's a good movie, right? But it's like one of the movies you sitting down, on the couch and you remember every line. You remember, the scene and
Every clip.
everything. Yeah,
Everything.
yeah. And I just think it's a good movie, but it's just I feel like
It's just
that's
not good
his
enough no more.
yeah, his
Go ahead,
peak.
Shank.
I think his peak is 18, 20 points. But when it comes to playoffs, I just don't I think that we need to he's just not that he's not a big player for big moments, right? And so we need to surround Luca with players that can fit into pieces because we don't really need Austin Reeves. We really don't. I mean,
We really
LeBron
don't.
leaves. You bring in Laurie Marketing. You got a center. I hate to lose Vanderbilt because I think Vanderbilt's one of those Nimhart, Josh Hart, the Katavi Caldwell Pope players who
Defensively
uh,
though.
defensively, because
But
offensively he ain't got.
offensively.
Yeah,
Do 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 do
yeah
do
he,
do.
and I just feel like Vanderbilt's a glue guy. He's He's a glue guy, but you make that sacrifice to get rid of Austin Reeves Vanderbilt. I mean, but I would do this trade because I really like Lauri Markkinen. I
Mm-hmm.
think he come to the Lakers on that scene.
Different
Utah
animal.
Jazz representative. Utah Jazz representative.
No,
Right.
it's just
LeBron.
that he watches other teams hoop and he understands the fit.
Right.
He understands
No, I'm
long
not. I'm
term and
not
everything.
Utah. I'm a Laker fan, man, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like people just
I'm,
think because we just like these
I'm
players from other
Magic
teams,
Johnson, Jerry West, man. I'm Elgin Baylor, man. I'm a Laker for life,
Man,
man.
Chris, let Chris talk, man.
Um,
man. Oh my god, man. Let preacher man talk, bro.
He ain't
nah,
preaching.
I ain't trying to preach.
He ain't
I'm
trying to
just telling.
he ain't
I'm
trying to
just
preach
trying to
the
give
word.
you.
He trying to knock
I'm
some
just.
sense into
I'm
you.
just trying to give you just the facts, man, about this trade. This is a good
Hallelujah,
trade
amen. Now that's the word. Preaching facts.
that
Hallelujah.
DJ put up there because you're trying to take care of your center position. You're getting rid of Kebler, whatever, Maxi Keebler.
Maxi Kleber.
Yeah, Maxi Kleber. I call him Keebler Elf. But yeah,
Now you're good.
you get
The
rid of
R
Dalton
silent. The R
Connect. You get
silent.
rid of Dalton Connect. You get rid of Gabe Shamar Moore. Yeah. So you dump a lot of you get rid
You
of a
just
lot of
dumping a lot of expiring contracts
yeah,
and
people
guys
that
that
didn't
really
really
didn't
do
help
nothing in
you,
the
bro.
playoffs. Yeah,
Exactly.
you
Like
get
y'all complain about these 6 guys, but they didn't do nothing for us in the
they didn't do
playoffs.
nothing in the playoffs for the last couple of years. Think about it.
Right.
So you're
Garbage.
just dumping them.
Garbage.
You're just dumping them, and then
That's
you
what I'm
get.
saying.
So I think DJ, man, hey, kudos to you, man, putting this trade together,
Oh,
man.
that was me who put it up on the screen, by the way. But
Oh,
we
well,
do love
whoever
DJ.
put this trade together,
Yeah,
man,
yes,
y'all,
yes, sir, preacher. Hey, I appreciate you, my boy. I
you
appreciate
know
you.
your
You
stuff. You
know
know
what
your
I'm
stuff.
saying? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
salute. But yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I thank you. And I don't really like Laurie Markkinen's contract. Now, if he made less, I will be more okay with it. But that's why I said the Laurie Markkinen's contract is leverage for us because we don't have to give up outside of the matching salaries. You're not giving up all your picks that you would used to.
Hmm.
You're giving up a 2026 first round pick swap. That's not gonna be great because we have Luca, right? And then and then a 2031 first, which is not gonna be good either because now you have Luca, Walker, Kessler, and Laurie Marketing.
Hmm.
So it's like the Zach LaVine type of deal. Like you don't get outside of matching salaries, you don't give up much for Zach LaVine at all.
Right. Yeah.
So that's how
Zach
I view
LaVine
it. But again, he's
contract
a
was
very good
horrible.
player. He will help us now and long term. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
think
what?
people
How old is
understand
he?
this.
About
His
24,
usage,
25?
Laurie Markin is like 20. He's like Luca's age, just
Yeah,
a
he's like
little
20.
older.
Yeah, 24, 25, something
No,
like that.
I think Laurie's like 27, 28. I think. Let me see.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're around the
Yeah, like he
same. And I don't
yeah,
even think he
bro.
hit his peak yet. I don't think Laurie Marketing hit his peak,
No,
actually.
he didn't. Now with Luca, he would.
Yeah.
No,
Cause yeah, he
yeah,
hadn't hit
yeah.
his peak yet.
And he has LeBron James to say,
Man, I tell
hey,
you what, if Danny Ainge agrees to this trade, LeBron, man, he's sticking around because you get a 7 footer. We're no
you're
longer
getting two
small
seven
now.
footers, bro, who are
Yeah,
crazy athletes.
and
Jesus.
I think Walker Kessler is like one of the top defenders in the league.
Thank you. He just on a
So
bad team.
yeah, he's just on a bad team.
He
So
just on a
yeah,
bad team.
He ain't no top defender.
I much love to preacher. He knows the gospel. He knows the word. That's what we call him, preacher man. This month, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, add me in here, man. God
He's not a
damn.
top
I
defender.
just added. Hey, Cuba, you better watch your mouth.
Man.
He's probably a
See,
premium
I'm
I'll
shot
put you
blocker.
backstage. You better watch your mouth. You better.
Hey,
we hearing all
Yep.
this dreck.
hello, y'all
I'll
niggas
put
just
you
gonna talk all
backstage.
over me
I'm
like that?
putting you backstage now.
Ridiculous as hell, man. Y'all two with this just dreck.
This Drek.
Hey, hold on,
Yeah,
y'all.
dreck.
Hello. Hello. Y'all niggas hear me talking, right?
God
Oh,
damn.
my
Go
bad. My
ahead.
bad,
yeah,
Chris.
man.
Yeah, y'all niggas acting like damn savages right now, man.
Hey, I'm
Chill, bro.
gonna cook both their asses once you done. Go ahead, man.
Nah, what I'm saying is, in my estimation, and this is my opinion, Walker Kessler is not a top defender in the damn league, bro. He's a premier shot blocker. But to me, shot blocking is not just the whole aspect of defense. You need everything else to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a guy like Dyson Daniel, right? He led the league in steals. with like 3 a game. Like he's clearly a good defender because he's guarding all the damn best players. Walker Kessler ain't guarding the best player every night. Now, if you want to just limit it to rim protection and shot blocking, yeah, he's good at that. But just one of the top defenders in the league, I think that's a little too wild there. Now, maybe if you just boil it down to center wise, yeah, but just overall defender, we just ranking him with all the rest of the guys in the league. He's not. He's nowhere near the top 10.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ridiculous. Does Preach even know that you added 2 first-round picks to that?
A horrible pick swap. These picks are not, they're not valuable as what they used to be. I think a lot of people forget that too. Like they're not as valuable as they used to be because we got Luka Doncic now. So who cares?
You said first-round picks ain't valuable.
They're no longer valuable to teams anymore because before we got Luka, they was valued a lot because what they expected was once LeBron James retires, 80's going to decline, and then we're going to be bad for the next few years. Well, now you don't have to worry about that because you have Luka
Yeah,
Doncic.
because Luka Doncic, yeah. You
That's
got
what I'm
Luka.
saying, bro. But so
And he's in
y'all complain
shape.
about these picks, but these picks are not worth really much anything.
Uh-huh. And another thing is Claxton, like there's rumors going around with Nick Claxton, he weighs about $150.
That's
And
what
you
I'm
go
saying,
you
bro.
take
Walker
Nick
Kessler's like
Claxton,
245,
you take
and
Claxton
he's putting on more muscle.
going against Jokic. Man, Jokic is gonna back him all the way. Like he gonna do what DeAndre Ayton did. He gonna just back up and stand there underneath the
Bully,
basket,
bust him in the paint. My
and he just
God.
Okay.
gonna and
All right.
popcorn.
So you 2 niggas, right? So y'all
Mm-hmm.
give up six guys and 2 of these damn picks.
That
So
did
what
nothing.
happens?
Yeah.
So what happens
That's
if they don't
nothing.
even win it, right? What happens if they don't win it? You gonna trade away
Well,
another 6 players and another 2 picks?
no, but
Well,
see this is
Listen,
the thing.
what?
No, so this is the thing with the trade though. You have your 3 guys for the next 5 to 10 years. For sure with Walker Kessler, and then with Laurie Marketing, you have him for the next 4 to 5 years.
When's his next contract?
You have your core.
How you know they're gonna stay
Luka,
with the team and not dip with another team? How you know that?
Because I know that we're going to pay Walker Kessler, and Laurie Markkinen is not going anywhere. He was a Laker fan growing up, bro. He loves the Lakers.
Not built around it than
What the
Laurie
hell does
Mark.
that have to do with it?
The point is, sir, if we trade for him, he's going to be Mr. Cuba, who says, I'm going to get on your you know what, but
yeah, I'm gonna
really
get on your
don't.
ass, man.
You claim you do, but you really don't, because
I really
I'm the one
do,
who's
man. You're gonna have
no,
to
you don't.
accept it and
No,
take
you
it.
don't.
Pause.
No. So this is the thing. Laurie Markkinen will be happy to be here. Why? Because you're in a winning situation, new culture. You have a better head coach. You have Luka Doncic. You have the beaches. You have the girls. You have everything what you need. And then not only that, you was born and raised. I don't think people understand how more motivation it gives for a player to be playing for a team that you used to play, like you grew up as a fan of, and you're playing for that team. That's why PJ Washington went off against OKC in the playoffs last year into the finals. Because he was born in Dallas. He raised up as he was a Mavs fan growing up, and he gave his 110% every time he was on the floor with Luka Doncic. Laurie Markkanen do the same thing. Walker Kessler has a crazy high motor. His motor, is up there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. It is crazy.
Who?
Walker Kessler's motor, MOTOR, is up there with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's not close. It's up there with Giannis because Giannis is going to give effort every night.
Right.
Whether he wins or lose. Walker Kessler began blown out 50 points per game almost every game and still sprinting to the other side of the basketball to block a shot and then sprint to the other side again to dunk a ball. That's not crazy to y'all?
Man, who the hell is Peter Griffin laughing, man? I know that's your ass preaching. Don't say it ain't, man.
I'm not
Peter Griffin
I'm
ass.
not here to preach. That ain't my job. That's preachman to preach. He's the one who's supposed to be spreading the gospel to y'all niggas. I'm just here to get my opinion. I'm just here
Man,
to
you
get my
spreading the
take.
devil, man.
I ain't spreading no devil. That ain't my job to do that either.
The
You know, so
hell, man.
I ain't doing that. Don't
What's
don't
up?
say that.
What's up, man?
Don't say that over my life. No.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a crazy trade, bro.
It is a crazy trade, but it's worth it. I promise you, it's worth it.
Worth it, my
Well,
But is
ass.
Austin Reeves in this? I can't
He
really
is,
see the
and the
change.
reason why he's in this because I don't trust Austin Reeves to be my second option next to Luka Doncic long term. He's horrible defensively, one of the worst defenders in the league. And not only that, his agent came out and
he
said he's going to
tries to
opt
give
out.
back. He
He's
really
going to
tries to
his
give effort.
agent said he's going to opt out of his player option and seek $40 to $45 million per year.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. Say what?
His
Yeah.
agent said he is going to opt out.
Who
Yeah, he wants more
is?
money.
Austin
Reeves.
Reeves' agent said he is going to opt out. He said
He
it on
wants more
Twitter.
money. Yeah.
He wants $40 to $45 million per year, bro. Tyler Hero is finna make $55 million. Christian Brown from the Nuggets finna make 30 to 35. Austin Reeves is in between those two. He's going to get $40 to $45 million, and I would rather pay Lauri Martin that level of money because at least he was an all-star. At least he can be better off ball and a better
Yeah,
fit.
yeah.
Lauri Martin usage is like 12.30, like 12.36 on ball. Usage is that low, and you're giving me 20 to 25 points per game, and you don't want that?
All right, so who's making up the other the rest of the roster then, nigga?
Your job as the GM is to find those guys out there, those diamonds in the rough
Nah,
that the
you the
Lakers.
GM. You making this
Okay,
trade. You the GM, nigga.
so since I am the GM, since you said that,
Is
You
LeBron
made the
and the
James
trade.
taking?
player,
Hold on, you made the
Hey,
trade, didn't you?
is LeBron James taking a pay cut?
if LeBron James will be willing to take a pay cut for Larry Marketing.
Man, and Lauri Marketing's numbers gonna go down because Brian he ain't sharing that. He's still gonna get his 24, 25.
LeBron James,
25, 8,
LeBron.
and 8.
Right. So, but this is the thing, though.
You act like
LeBron,
Marketing can get 29 points or something.
he
While
can
Brian on the
off
team.
ball, he can.
While Brian on the team, nigga.
So y'all clearly do not know. y'all clearly do not
You crazy,
understand
man.
fits. Y'all really don't understand that, and it's a shame. So number one, the only ball dominant guy we have on this team is Luka Doncic. That's number one. Number two, LeBron James said he's going to take a back seat. He's going to play more off ball, which he has been, which is his usage is low ever in his career
Yeah,
on
he gonna
being
take a back seat to
off
still
ball.
get his numbers. You act like he gonna average
That's
15 points a
no
game.
one
That ain't
is
happening.
but Cuba.
God damn.
Listen. This is the thing though, right? Yes, he can get his numbers, but Lar Markin can do the same thing, but he could just be in the corner and catch and shoot threes and drop 20 to 25 points per game.
All right, okay, so do it then. Do it with this
That's
trade. Then
why I
hold
put
on,
this trade
hold on.
up,
With this
but y'all
trade,
don't like it because
go
there's 6
ahead.
players in there.
I said it sarcastically. Do it, and then okay, so nothing happens. I'm curious to see what the hell you and Preach gonna say then.
Okay, so then
Or you
for
gonna
our
get rid of
bench,
these players all of a sudden.
so you have your starting lineup.
Well, I
Rinse and
You
know I'm.
repeat.
have Luka
Wait, hold on.
Doncic.
Because, hey, let me say this real quick. I'm
Go
definitely
ahead.
getting rid of Shamar Moore because he didn't do nothing in the playoffs, right? Dalton Connect, he's an asset, right? Vanderbilt, I like him. He's good on defense. He's a glue guy, right? Keep Maxey. He just came in a trade, so I mean, coming off a broken, So, like I said, Austin Reeves, I have no faith in him in the playoffs. So you're holding on to your grandma's collard greens,
Your
Yeah, they're
grandma's
role
collard greens
players,
is
man.
crazy.
They ain't
Yeah,
superstars. They ain't give you 27 a game, and they're role players.
right. So, but
So
but
who's
but
gonna be the role players that's gonna be equivalent to them guys? You gonna get
well,
them G League
you're getting an
guys?
all-star, man. You're getting an all-star in Lauri Marketing, and you're
Yeah, you're
getting your
getting
center.
starters. Who's gonna be on your bench?
Okay, so this is the thing
Uh,
though. It's easier to find a bench than what y'all think. It's
Oh, it's easy, huh?
it is easy. It's easier to fix a bench than 5 guys like a Walker Kessler and a Lauri Marketing.
And I seen a dude say Walker. Hold on, who said that? They're gonna put him on the bench. For a trade like this, you better start their ass.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're getting 2 good guys who can start for you, right?
Yeah, I want both of them going next year. Go ahead, man.
Okay, so then
What was
for
that?
your
What was that
bench, you
dude?
can.
Milton. That used to play for
So,
Golden State. Milton.
oh, he's a
Shake
free
Milton.
agent. See, I was gonna bring him up.
Shake Milton.
Bring
Or
him
not
in
Shake
here
Milton.
for
Is that
vet
Shake
men
Milton?
to
Hold on.
prove himself because he torn his ACL. Unfortunately, hey,
Nah,
come here.
that's
Hey,
D'Anthony Melton.
we'll have you off the bench. Give me 25. Give me 20 to 25 minutes. Give me good 3 point. Hit your
Let me
open
preach.
threes. Play good defense. He's gone. His defense is crazy good. Offensively, it's
Yo,
a roller coaster, but he can hit his corner threes and everything. You can get Gary Trent Jr., who could be your backup too. You can bring in another guy as your small forward. You can bring in
What's that dude that played for Toronto? He won a
hey, y'all
championship.
gave me.
what's
Denver.
up?
Yeah.
Bruce Brown Jr. We can bring him in too.
That guy preacher talking about that's D'Anthony Melton.
Yeah, I'm sorry, D'Anthony Melton. Yeah.
Yeah. You can bring him in for vet men. You can bring in Gary Trent Jr. He can start for you next to Luca. Trent Jr., Laurie, LeBron, and Kessler.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good lineup. And then off the bench, you have Bruce Brown, D'Anthony Melton, DFS. You can bring in. I know y'all not gonna probably like this.
Wait,
A
talking about
Christian
Schroeder?
Wood come back to prove yourself type of deal.
I thought
I
you was
know
talking
you
about
would.
Schroeder.
I would love Schroeder. I would love
Bench.
Schroeder to come back, but I don't
Go
think he's.
overseas, all the amount of times that man been traded last season.
Yeah.
You talking about Schroeder?
So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
Schroeder been
The
yeah,
traded a
hell, I
lot.
want to go back to a team. They traded my ass twice.
yeah.
But the
So
reason why I like
so
Schroeder because he can get a bucket, man.
yeah,
Schroeder can get
he
a
could be your
bucket.
vacuum scorer off the bench. So I wouldn't
He's
mind
like one of the
Schroeder. I wouldn't mind
fastest.
Schroeder. Bruce Brown is my backcourt off the bench, and then you have DFS, Christian Wood, and then you can sign a Clint Capella. That's a good
Hold
bench.
on, time out, time
Bro,
out.
this trade, like, bro,
Hold
like,
on,
I
time out,
get it.
time out, man.
This
Hey,
trade don't make
Kind of
sense,
lost me a little
man.
bit there,
listen,
man.
Gerald, right? So you all serious about this Bruce Brown? You say you're a free agent, right?
He's a free
You're a
agent.
free agent.
He
So
was
all of
going
a
to be
sudden,
a,
so
he
you
was going
thinking
to be
all
a
of a
Laker
sudden?
before he was
Hold
going to
on,
be a Laker before the
hold on,
Pacers
nigga.
doubled his money, sir.
So why the hell you want? Hold on, why the hell you only thinking he gonna go on the Lakers then? What's to say he can
Because
get a bigger bag from these other 29
no, but
teams?
that's the thing. But see, that's the problem though. He's not going to get another bag like that
How the
again
hell
in
do you
Milwaukee
know that?
because one, the Pacers only did that to use him as a trade chip. That's why they doubled his money.
Man, you
Otherwise,
want a vet
he would be
minimum.
a Lake. Otherwise, he would be a Laker right now, and we wouldn't have
Yeah,
to
he was
complain
trying to
about
get the
Gabe Vincent
bag,
because
man.
we'll have Bruce
But
Brown
Nah,
Jr.,
they,
who's a good defender
but
and who can give you buckets off the bench.
Sloppy
Oh,
joe.
same for them
nah,
other
they
guys
did
you
that because
talking
he was
about.
a champion.
Same for
y'all
them other
Exactly,
guys you
y'all
he's a
talking about.
champion. Like, are we serious?
Hey,
y'all
go ahead and say
y'all
something, bro. I
know,
can't hear.
Crazy as hell.
yeah, y'all know LeBron hold all the cards, right? So he got to take a pay cut, whoever it is, and he got to approve it. Y'all know
Yeah.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
So
and he
all
a good
these players we
defender.
talking about,
Right,
if he got to approve the player that he trying to take a pay cut
right.
Mm-hmm.
for, they
But these
can't even
guys are
do
gonna have you a
anything.
championship. Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
have you a chance to
well,
win a
that's
championship.
yeah. The Lakers got to get that backcourt right, man.
And
You know,
No, no,
I think
no,
I've
no.
been
That's what
LeBron
I'm
making what
it
saying.
about
got to
But if
50?
you
go.
sign a guy like a Gary Trent
LeBron
Jr.,
making
who's
what
a
about
very
50
good
something?
3-point shooter, and a very good defender,
Yeah,
that helps.
yeah. Preacher, he got to take like a big 15 million, something like that,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
big
he can
big
do that.
pay
Hey,
But
bro,
cut.
like I said, we got to make trades, but like, bro, trading all these in a first round for two guys, like in my opinion, bro, like you can pretty much like, nah, you, bro, you could,
Watch
bro,
Laurie
you,
Markin and highlights, film.
bro,
Danny
that's
Ainge
Watch
don't
cool,
do
him.
bro.
that trade,
Okay,
though.
bro, that's cool, but like again, though, dude,
But you
you can,
saying it's cool.
bro,
You're
you
saying
can
it's cool
break.
like it's what you're saying
Bro,
it's cool. But
you can break, bro. You could break up this. You could break up all these players, and you could just trade for pieces that we need individually instead of trading all these guys all together to
but
get
it's
two
no.
guys.
But I don't. But another thing too. I don't think Rob is going to do multiple trades. I think he's going to try to do one big trade
Well, they
for
said that
role
he's going to be
players.
busy, but they did say that he was going to be busy this
Yeah,
time.
nah,
Yeah,
he
and
Johan,
he will
I hate to
be,
call him out, Johan
and I
Buhan.
would not be, yeah, and I would not be surprised if he get he wants Walker Kessler, and if we can get Laurie Markkinen for the low, all you have to do is match salary. You do that. Laurie Markkinen is
we
a
got to
very
attack
good
the
player. Walker
backcourt.
Kessler is a very good player.
That backcourt is
No, but that's
hit,
why I said
y'all.
sign Gary
Like,
Trent
nah,
Jr.
this doesn't really make
You can
sense though,
sign
dude. Because
you
you
can sign like a Bruce Brown to
Gabe,
start next to Luke and all that, bro. It's
like,
I
fine.
bro,
haven't
that
been hearing
doesn't
Laurie Markin. I've been hearing Nick Claxton. So
Yeah,
like just
Claxton and
because
Kessler is the main two right
because
now.
you got 33 million just with
Hey,
Vando, Gabe,
what's on the
in
table? What we
well,
Cleveland.
I
What did
talking
heard
about?
Rudy
Vanderbilt do,
Hachimura going
bro?
too.
What did Vanderbilt do in the playoffs?
Hey,
Okay,
Nothing. What
no,
did
Rudy.
Gabe
but bro,
Vincent do?
like okay,
Nothing.
like I just said, bro, I understand he didn't do anything, but
I
like
love
again,
Vando.
again, bro, like I said,
Oh
I'm
my
not
gosh.
gonna trade. To me, if I can break this, like I said, dude, you got three guys. Like it doesn't really make sense though, because you got three guys. You got Vando, Gabe, and Max. And if I'm reading
Right.
this correctly, that's like 33, 34 million.
Correct. But
Right.
Right
what they
Hmm.
there,
do,
see, and that's what I say. It doesn't make, and bro, in my opinion, dude, it doesn't make sense to just shop all these guys all in one spot when you could break up, you could pair these guys in two, and then go get multiple pieces.
right? But
Right.
another thing too, though,
That,
I'm.
that
I'm.
doesn't, to
Rob
me,
doesn't
like I
make, but
said, you could probably do
Rob
Gabe
typically makes
Kleba
one
in a
move.
pick and get somebody pretty decent.
Right, but no. But you're saying that, yes, that's I would rather do that, get Walker Kessler, another guy,
I,
another 3D guy. But this is the thing too, though. Rob has a track record of doing one big trade and do one other trade, and that's it. Period.
I would say this. One thing that we all know on this panel is that Luca, the Lakers always were talking about bringing in a center that's a lob threat,
right.
and I don't think. I mean, I know Walker Kessler. I don't think he's a lob threat, right?
Hmm.
He's
Hmm.
he's 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 not that type of center like
You're like a
Gaff,
bruiser
Gaff
rim protector.
like
Yeah.
Gafford. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a rim protector. He's a
But
big
he can also
brute.
Yeah.
lob threat. He can also be a lob threat too.
He
Just
can catch alleys, but he's not a lob threat like Gafford. Gafford,
Right.
oh,
um,
Or
Gafford and
Claxton.
Claxton, yeah, I agree.
Anthony
But
Davis,
Yeah.
but
Claxton,
his
those
defensive
guys,
impact, right?
those guys can catch lobs. Even Jackson Hayes. They're lob threats, right?
Hmm.
Jackson Hayes was lob threat. For the love of me, I'm not gonna go back to the past, but um, you got to get a center also the way the league is that can play the high post. I mean, play defense, go out and guard defense. Because once Walker Kessler gets out there by the 3-point line, he's pretty much toast.
Right.
And so,
That's why
and
they thinking about
that's
Claxton, because Claxton
that.
could guard all them guys.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I was going to
Yeah.
say. Or that other center they got.
Right,
Um,
but that's why you get a three need, like that's why you get the three need guys around him, and
and so I don't
yes, you
know.
don't have to put all
Danny
the
Ainge has been dangling Walker Kessler over the Lakers for teasing us, like what I'm saying. And Danny Ainge is just, man, when he was in Boston, I don't know. I really his credit. I mean, we made trades with them in the past,
three
little
trades that
little,
Right.
saved us, by the way. Three trades
and
that saved us, by the way. Just
yeah,
saying.
well, didn't save us. I mean,
No, it
we
kind of
we
saved us because he saved us out of that
it made us
horrible Russell
irrelevant for
Westbrook
the
contract,
playoffs.
and then he helped us if
But
we
you got to
get
remember the Lakers, man. You got to remember when you say saved us, it only saved us and make us relevant that we
no
got the
to make us
third
irrelevant
spot.
again.
And
But what?
so
But
and so and
yeah,
so hold on. It only saved us to make us relevant for the playoffs. But you got to
Hmm.
understand, we won our championship back in 2020 in Disney. Okay, we went to Walt Disney. So it had nothing to do with no trade with Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge just saved us for this year and a couple of trades to make us relevant so that we can compete. But he didn't
right.
say because when you're a Laker fan, it's championship or bust.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
And
pretty
these
much it.
guys help
So
you win the
so
championship.
yeah, but just making us relevant for the playoffs and then get a first round exit, that's not saving us. I
Nah.
don't look at it like that
No,
Yeah.
because
I don't look at that
okay,
as saving us too.
okay,
But
so yeah, I just want to
but
make
I
that
say the
clear.
reason why
Yeah,
I say saved us like that
mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
without Danny Ainge, we don't get out that Russell Westbrook
And you gotta
contract,
understand, Danny
and then
Ainge,
we don't get
he's
D'Lo
a
in that trade
Celtic.
either. Yeah,
He's a Celtic, so yeah, he's
yeah,
not saving
but he don't.
nobody.
But he don't. All he cares about is them picks and to get to get that dude
Nah, he's
AJ from
still a
Milwaukee.
Celtic at heart, man. I'm
No, I know
telling
he's
you.
Yeah,
still,
he's still
but
Celtic.
if that's really true, whenever Rob will go to him about trades with the Lakers, he accept them.
Well, look, I'm just saying, like,
He
I
don't
just
care,
don't
dude.
feel.
He don't care.
I
He
mean, I
care about
like
them
this
picks.
trade. I like this trade, right? Just
Oh no, you
because.
do, and I like your trade. I like it too. That's why I made the
But
trade.
I would say the more realistic trade would probably be Nick Claxton, Gafford, because Denver doesn't need a three-head center. They got what I'm saying, Lively, Gafford, Anthony Davis. Then they got another center. So that's a more realistic trade, Gafford, right? And you don't have to give up Austin Reeves in case people want to say, hey, let's keep him. I but and then you get your center. You got Austin Reeves. You got a lob threat and Gafford, um, right? And then like old dude was talking about, break the trades down. You don't always have to put them all together. You got Rui Hachimura. I'm hearing he might be the fall guy,
and
Oh
get
yeah, but see,
traded
you have
and get
Rui's
traded.
contract and another guy too who you can
Right. You
go
don't
Well, you
even
get.
got
have to
Rui,
do
you
that.
got Gabe, you got Vando,
Right.
you got a
Right.
whole
And you
bunch.
can
So
go and
yeah,
get
so
some
you
pieces.
traded the guys for Laurie, but then you can also get another three
Cabler,
and D guy.
yeah.
Let me ask you something. Would you
Gabe Vincent.
trade Rui Hachimura for Cam Johnson from Brooklyn?
Yes, in a
Hell
heartbeat.
yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so I mean that's
Yeah.
the thing. I was hearing that what's his
He won
name,
3 picks though.
Giannis
Cam.
Antetokounmpo, which I don't even know why he would do this. They say he might go to the Raptors, right?
Hmm.
But I don't know why he would do that because you're going to a team it's
The
not going to
Raptors
make
have a
the
lot of picks.
right. Who?
The Toronto Raptors have a lot of
Right,
picks.
but that's
But
not going to make them
that's
a
not a
championship.
winning situation though.
That's not a winning
That's
situation.
not.
Right? Yeah, you take it from
Yeah.
there. That's not a winning situation, man.
It would be if another player go there with him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they
The
got
player
Brandon
came.
Ingram. They got Brandon Ingram. They got Scotty
No,
Barnes.
Brandon
Yeah,
will have
but
to go. Yeah,
Brandon
Brandon will have to go.
Ingram.
He be in the trade. Yeah. Brandon be in the trade. If Giannis come, Brandon gone. Because if they ain't trying to keep him, oh no. That'd be a
Brandon
No,
Ingram
wrap.
just
but
got. He
no,
just
I
got
wouldn't
there.
say that because
Yeah. But no,
they traded
he'll
for
be able to
him.
get traded in the offseason.
Yeah, but they traded for
Yeah.
him and they just gave him a contract
You know
extension.
what? If I'm the
But
Lakers, I you know what? I would love to have Brandon Ingram because he got that old school game. And he got
He
that
does.
mid range. That mid range that he got is smooth. When his mind is in the right place, right? And he's playing that game, he's one of the best players in the league as far as
Yeah, that
kind of
mid
like
range.
yeah, with the
Hmm.
mid range, he's long, he can get to the basket with his shots. Uh and he got the blood clot, but as long as he's healthy, because he's got a lot of health problems. But if he's
Right.
healthy, man, if we can't, you gotta understand. You just want to bring him. If we can bring Brandon Ingram back to the L.A. and not have to give up that much, I'd rather have somebody a player that ain't scared of the moment. He just
I'm just questioning his demeanor.
yeah,
His
that's what I'm saying.
whole
His
focus.
mind, his
Yeah.
mind has to be in the
His
right
mind.
place.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the only thing. I think Lakers just need that. They need that 2-way guards that could be with Luca.
right,
If they gonna keep Reeves, put him off the bench and get a 2-way
he
guard that
don't
could
want to come
play
off the
with
bench.
Luca.
Even
And
hmm
his
that's the
own agent said he's
problem.
not doing that. See,
So
that's
that's
why I
why
said
you
you
got
got to
to
trade
go
him.
ahead.
right? No, I'm just
Yeah,
saying
No.
that's
I
what.
get that, but I'm saying I would get a 2-way guard with him, with Luca, and then go ahead and get the center.
Hold
See,
on,
right.
y'all
what
gotta
you say?
understand.
Yeah,
Hold on,
no.
get
I
who?
agree too. But see,
Hold
you
on,
have
get
Rui's
who with Luca?
contract
I
to
didn't
where
hear
you
his
can do
question.
that.
No. I was saying get a 2-way guard to go
No.
with
That's what I'm
Luca for
saying.
it
But
to
that's
work.
why. But see, Rui's not in this trade, so you can still trade Rui and another pick or so to get that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah, or you
Nimhard,
get a Maxi
Nimhard,
Kleber.
you mentioned
Uh huh.
Nimhard, but Nimhard plays good with. He
Nemhard ain't
fits.
going nowhere. I don't think he
He
going
fit.
Yeah,
nowhere,
Andrew
bro.
Yeah,
Nemar
he
ain't going
fits with
nowhere for
Indiana.
sure.
You take
Yeah,
I
he
would
ain't
try
going
to go to
nowhere.
you take
Toronto. I will
Nimhard.
go to
Some
Toronto
players,
and
some
I will
players,
go to the
man. What you
Raptors and
gotta
see if I can get a
understand,
bottom swap.
some players play good. So if you take Nimhard off of the Pacers, he's not gonna play the same way.
He'll
Right,
be
I
able
get what you're
to. He'll be
saying,
probably better
but
No,
offensively,
he's
if I'm
not.
gonna tell you the dime in the rough, is that rookie off the bench, uh, dang, what's his name? Start with an M. Off the bench for
Hmm.
the Pacers,
Ben
I don't know.
Mathurin.
Mathurin.
Yeah,
That's a
He's
diamond in the
tough.
rough.
He's been in the league for like two.
He's
He's been in the league for like 3 years
yeah,
now.
he's
But
not a rookie, but he's tough. Bathroom is
Oh, he's
tough.
not a
yeah,
rookie, but I mean he on that rookie. I think
that contract.
he could
Yeah,
be
I
extended.
will try.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to see if you can do
I would
that.
see
He's
And
something
tough.
with Mathurin.
right, yeah, but
Mathurin,
you
something
can.
like that.
But find a way, bro. You still have Rui's contract. You still have other guys. Like this is just the one trade because Rob's probably gonna make two trades and then just sign whatever
You know
next year.
I'm going. If he was available, who I would go after.
Who that?
He's tough. He's tough. Josh Hart.
I would love
Oh
Josh Hart
yeah,
to
I
be
mean
there.
I didn't want him to leave from the Lakers. I didn't want him to leave.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
made me
want him.
mad. Yeah, Josh Hart because you give me
Yeah,
Josh Hart,
I would have sent
man. I
Kuzma
mean,
out instead of Hart.
you get
That's what I
Kuzma,
was saying
He
too
do
last
everything,
summer,
bro.
but if you
but
give
yeah,
me Josh Hart with Luca, oh my goodness, oh boy,
Oh my goodness, bro. Yeah,
because
that's the problem.
he's like Alex Caruso. He's a sacrifice. I mean, this dude's the epitome of I'm gonna.
only if he was just good on just shooting a three ball. If he was just
What do you
respectable from
mean?
three.
Did Josh
Yeah.
Hart average like what 15, 14 points, something like
No, I'm talking about
13?
Oh
like
yeah,
shooting
yeah.
the. I'm talking about shooting
He
from three wise.
he
Oh
he
no,
can
he's
cook.
straight. He
Josh
could
Hart
cook.
could cook. What do you
Yeah.
He
mean?
was
He
awful against the Pacers, bro. He
He
shot like
would get
23
more
points.
shots
that's
with Luca than
you
you
know
know what's
that's
funny?
matchups.
You know what's funny? He would
But
get more shots with the Lakers than he get in with the Knicks. He would.
yeah, because of
He would
LeBron
get
James
more
and Luca.
shots.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
LeBron James and Luca.
Yep.
But
Nah, I would love Josh Hart, but
Josh
yeah.
Hart is like you talking about Alex Caruso, right? And we want him back. Well, then Josh Hart.
No,
You know,
yeah,
and
but
if we
Caruso's
can't
a
get
better
players
three-point
like
shooter.
that,
That's
that's
what I'm
why I
saying.
mentioned Brown. That's why I mentioned Brown because Brown,
Is a winning player.
How much you
yeah,
free agent, right? Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
free
probably
agent now.
sign
So
and
you can
He
sign
trade.
him,
on the
yeah.
open floor when we had them when we was playing against Denver, he hurt us. Like
Hmm.
he literally when you go back that years, you can go back that series. Brown was involved in most of every play.
He was the reason why D'Lo was
Right.
awful, bro.
Oh, D'Lo got picked on by Brown. Brown
Oh
literally
yeah,
Yeah, he
taught
just
him.
got
Brown was
picked
throwing
on.
him
Yeah.
and
He actually
everything.
took D'Lo out the series.
He did.
But the $250,000 question is who LeBron gonna take that pay cut for?
Oh,
That's
I
the
don't
biggest
know.
question. That's what I'm saying.
I don't. I mean,
But
with
if you
LeBron
You
is
think it'd be Bruce Brown? Do you think it'd be a
if you
certain
get like
player?
3 and D guys,
Brown.
but if you get 3 and D guys on the backup big, he'll take a little
He
pay
probably
cut.
would do it because LeBron. I mean, the one
He
thing
was willing to do
about
it for DeMar DeRozan, Jonas Valanciunas, James Harden, all these watch guys. He would do it for these 3 and D guys who can help us now and
Man, that
help
nigga
Bruce
Luka.
wasn't
Brown, I
that
wouldn't
team
mind.
a pick.
Look, bro, LeBron ain't taking no pay cut for Laurie Lockerman and Walker Kessler, bro.
Okay.
I'll tell you that. He's
Okay.
not
And
doing that, bro.
if he doesn't, then you find those diamonds in the rough for vet mins
well, you
and
gotta
figure it out.
understand. You gotta understand against the Minnesota Timberwolves series,
Wait.
right?
I have a question.
And
Well, just hold up. So with this trade, will LeBron have to get a? Okay, never mind. Y'all can go ahead. Never mind. My bad.
well, what I
No,
was
Yeah,
gonna
what was
LeBron
you
say
take
gonna
a pay
say?
was
cut. Period. Yeah,
what I was
For
gonna
this
say
yeah.
trade to
was
go
with the
through?
it,
No, he
I
don't
don't know
have
about
to.
this trade,
no,
but
Oh, okay.
no,
any
no,
other trade,
No, he don't
like
have to take a pay
okay,
cut
like
for
the
this trade.
Kills
It would be nice
Alexander or
for him
something like
to, but
that.
he don't have to.
yeah.
But he
Yeah,
likes
the
Laurie
Killers.
Marketing too, though. So who
Now the
knows?
Now,
Killers Alexander, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind.
what
I
you
would
I
got,
wouldn't
and you
I
mind.
would
got to
love him here.
understand too. You got to understand, y'all, is that in the Minnesota Timberwolves series, right? We were hurt in two different aspects. We know Rudy Gobert, even though he's not like we turned him into that player
We
because we
turn him
didn't
into
have
Shaquille O'Neal.
right. We turned him into. I mean, like this dude's a defensive player of the year, right? And he's not a scorer, but because we didn't have a center, they were able to just kill us with lob threats. I think
And he didn't play
he
Hayes.
yeah, he had like one of his
He didn't
best
even
games
try,
in
bro.
NBA history, and
Yeah,
he
because
did that to us. And
yeah,
then also, um, which I don't know why I still always go back, and I felt like JJ Redick, like we had Dorian Finney-Smith, who's a
he
defender,
went left. That's
and
what
we
happened.
have
Yeah, but
uh
he didn't trust. He lost faith in his bench. That's why he did what he
Yeah,
did.
that man
yeah,
went left.
and we have
No, he
Vando,
did, but there's a reason why. There's context to why he did that and why
and
he
when
did
you
And
what he
have
did.
defenders,
I couldn't
His
stand
bench
it.
was
yeah,
awful, bro.
and when you have defenders like that, well,
I would have played Connect.
But don't.
Man,
But
he
see,
hit
I
that
don't.
don't
But
cut
see.
care.
right
But see, that's the thing,
Yeah.
though. But see, that's the thing, though. Minnesota would have
and when
would press, don't connect. He would have turned over the ball. Then he already a bad defender. He can't get shot off because they're already all over him. Pause. And then we'll be saying, well, JJ, why did you play don't connect? Well, y'all just told me to play don't connect. Well, we didn't say that. That they said the same thing with Jackson Hayes. Don't play Jackson. I don't want to see Jackson Hayes ever on the court again. Game 5, don't ever see him again. Why we didn't have
And
Jackson
then
Hayes
got
out
walked
there?
down. It didn't work. Nothing worked
Nothing
to
worked
me.
because
But
you didn't have a
yeah,
center.
Well, the
You didn't have
biggest
a center,
issue
and your
with
bench was
JJ in
awful.
this series was after game two, we didn't have no like sense of urgency.
No, he
nothing.
didn't have faith in his bench. If his bench is
And that's the
Okay,
average,
bro.
problem.
Okay,
That's the problem.
and I don't know what you mean by faith in the bench. I'm assuming you mean that
he
in
lost
score.
faith. He
Okay,
lost
okay.
confidence
And
in his
are you saying
backups.
okay? So are you saying that in the sense of like offense? Because bro, what I'm talking
Both
about is
sides
sense
of the
of urgency.
ball.
I'm just talking about defense, bro. Like
Oh no, because
after game
the
two,
bench defensively was fine. It was just you had no guys who can score,
really,
and
bro.
He
Cause
didn't play his
really,
best
bro,
bench
cause
player, bro.
I didn't see the
no, but
starting
don't.
lineup. Look,
But
I
see,
didn't see
don't
the
have the
starting
but
lineup
see,
or the guys he put in after with the same sense of defensive urgency as he
right?
did in game two.
No.
And
But
that got
see,
nothing to do with confidence in your bench. That's just
And
like,
and then you
no.
took the best 3-point
yeah.
shooter off your bench besides Connect, the
to
DFS.
me,
as a
To
center,
me,
bro. Like you
yeah,
threw the whole
No,
bench
yeah,
off.
to
but this is the
me,
Come
to
thing.
on,
me, the
man.
best
No,
defensive
I get
player.
that, OG. No, I get that, but again, Minnesota would have pressed Dalton Connect to where he can't get a shot off, and he would have it would have forced Dalton Connect to take horrible shots to get into a rhythm, and he's bad defensively. Then
Yeah,
When
but
you
JJ
down
Redick
Carl
one
takes
and
him
Jones
three,
is
you
a
out.
got to
very
throw out the
good rookie
sink.
too.
Then
No
JJ
You
disrespect,
Redick
down
had
bro,
to
one and
but
take
three, you
him
got to throw
out
out
of
the
the
sink. I'm
game.
But our
sorry.
Then
best,
JJ
hey,
Redick had to
panel,
take him out the
panel.
game, and then y'all would be complaining about why did
Well,
JJ why
our
Nah,
did
best
but
Dalton
when you
no,
Connect
defensive
get
you're
down
open?
one and
player,
three, I
assuming.
want you to do
Okay,
everything.
okay, on
our
that
best
end,
defensive player. Hold on, hold on. Our
Hey,
best
hey, hey,
defensive
hey,
player,
hey, 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 calm down, yo. Calm
our
down. One
best
at a time.
defensive player, our best defensive player was LeBron James, in my
That's
opinion.
what I'm saying, which is horrible.
A
That's
40-year-old,
pathetic. That's pathetic, bro.
and so it wasn't Austin Reeves. I mean, he wouldn't. I don't know what he was
Sure
doing.
wasn't Austin Reeves.
Luca, he was sick. He was in and out. He was
He
sick,
was
and
sick,
then
bro. He was sick. He could
um,
barely move.
you know,
That man was
and
throwing
then
up before game and pregame.
so Dorian Finney-Smith, I don't know what he was doing. I think whatever.
He
No, he's
was
in the wrong
fine.
position.
Yeah, he was out of
Uh,
Yeah,
position, bro.
wrong position, out of
and
position.
Right, because
actually
of
our
Jackson
second
Hayes
best,
can't do his
All that's
job. Jackson Hayes
coaching,
can't do
man.
his job.
our third
All that
best,
is
Jackson Hayes can't do his
coaching,
our
bro.
job.
third best player was actually Rui Hachimura.
Yep.
Yeah, where was Austin Reeves, people? But we want to.
Oh no, I already know how I feel
If
about
it was,
Austin.
if it's
Oh no
Go.
me,
no no! I
I'm
ain't
gonna tell
talking
you the
about you,
truth.
OG. I'm talking about the other people. I'm talking about the other
If
people.
it's
Yeah,
People
me,
oh
yeah,
panel, if
Austin,
it's me,
Austin, he's so good. Where was he
I'm
in the
trading
playoffs?
Austin Reeves and keeping Rui.
I would do that. I would do that.
I would.
I would do
Hey,
that.
if I get some defensive guy,
Yeah, but
Derrick
we got a
Jones Jr.
defensive team though. We got Vanderbilt and we got
I'm talking about
Dorian
the backcourt.
Finney-Smith.
In the
That's
backcourt
what
that
I'm
can
talking
shoot.
about.
Yeah.
But
Dorian
Vandal cannot
Finney-Smith
play
can
shooting
shoot.
guard. Cannot play.
But I'm
Vandal
saying
No,
in the
but I'm
backcourt that can
saying,
play with
yeah.
Luca. Because really, Dorian's a 3 and a 4. You get what I'm
Well, you
saying?
can get
Somebody could play with
go
Luca
get
But we need a three. But we
Tim
need a
Hardaway
guy who
Jr.
can
Go
also
get
hit
Tim
his
or
Hardaway
three.
Bruce
Jr.
Brown. I'm fine with
Yeah,
Bruce
Bruce
Brown.
Brown. Yeah, Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown's terrible shooting threes. Get Tim Hardaway Jr. He used
He's a
to
He's
play with
horrible.
streaky,
Luca.
He's a
but
horrible
He
defender.
used
but
to
He's
I
a
don't
play.
know. I don't know
he's
if
a
Tim
His
Hardaway.
horrible. He
defensive
is a
got his
horrible
defensive got
defender.
better.
He's a
Huh?
You'll
he's
take
a
Tim
horrible
over Bruce
defender.
I
He's a
sure
horrible.
would. I know
oh
he's a
yeah, I'm
champion.
taking.
shooting.
I'm like,
Tim
yeah,
Hardaway,
I'm doing that. Like, y'all gotta understand though,
he was
bro. Like,
killing.
yo,
He
y'all
was
He
killing
really,
that
was.
man.
and this what I say. Y'all gotta
What,
understand. Like,
what
these are
the
the
heck?
like guys
He
like
won
Tim
it out of
Hardaway,
Dallas.
guys
He
like
won it to
Josh
leave
Hart.
Luca, bro. He
Oh
threw
my
Luca
lord,
under
Hey,
the
hey,
bro,
hey,
you
hey,
bus.
gonna
hey,
let me
hey, hey,
talk,
hey,
bro?
hey. Look, y'all gotta go one at a time, bro.
I'm
Chill,
trying to go
chill
one
with
at a
that, man.
time.
I ain't talking about you
Man,
ain't
y'all
Like,
see.
go
God,
ahead. We got 4 more minutes anyways, bro. Go ahead.
like guys like Tim Hardaway, guys like I said, these are guys like I like to call mobile shooters. Like they
Mobile
give me
shooters. Hmm.
these are guys that got game, and I don't mean just like him, but they got games similar to like J.R. Smith. These are the type of guys LeBron
Right.
likes to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So these are guys. These are guys like, man. It's almost no question. If like I've been saying Tim Hardaway, if he's on the table, you got to go get that man.
Oh, I've been
If
with him
Josh Hart
forever.
is on the table, you got to go get that. If Caldwell Pope
They
is
were just talking
somehow,
about
I
him the other
doubt it.
day.
Somehow you have
Hmm.
to go get it. Brandon
Yeah.
Ingram, you have to go get it. Like
Yeah, you got to get. Yeah, those guys. Yeah.
I've never seen. And I'm gonna keep saying it. LeBron has never won a championship without a
Shooter.
mobile shooter.
Yeah.
It's
That's
never
facts.
happened.
Yeah,
It's never
that's
ever
facts.
happened.
That's
But
one thing I agree with that one.
yeah, I
Hmm.
agree too. But see, we need to stop making this about LeBron James. Look, LeBron's my goat. I love LeBron, but this is Luca's team now.
Okay, yes, this is
The
Luke,
same
bro. Look,
things. The same
okay,
things
Luca
could be
this
is
is
said.
Luke,
LeBron.
bro.
Luca is
This
LeBron.
is Luca's
That's
team,
what I'm
dude. But
saying.
I guarantee you, bro, dude. I
I'm not
guarantee
denying
you,
that. I
if
agree with you.
LeBron doesn't have bro, I almost guarantee it, bro. If LeBron doesn't have the same stats or close to the same stats as Luca, like, bro, we're not gonna do anything, bro. Like,
I
this
don't.
team is still, dude. This team still, in a sense, evolves around LeBron, man.
No, but see,
Oh no,
DJ.
no, they have to correct that backcourt and get a center. It's that simple, and a bench. Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
and
You
you
going?
get
I
Yeah,
Laurie
it's
feel.
just
I
that
feel.
Markin,
I
and
simple.
you
look.
get
They
Laurie
need to get
Mark.
a center
So you
and
just
a
brought
shooter.
up a mobile shooter. Laurie Markin is a mobile shooter. He's just 7 feet tall.
But I don't think
So you
Danny
can't
Ainge
even
will do
contest the
this
shot.
trade
Bro,
because
he's not the mope. Like, and this is what I'm
Yes,
saying,
he is,
bro. Dude, he's not the mope. Like, bro, yes, he
bro.
may
He run,
be. All
bro.
right,
He can
bro.
legit run. He can legit
Oh
run.
man,
He can legit run
bro,
set.
and for
you to claim as much basketball as you watch, bro, no
You don't
disrespect.
watch, bro.
It's
You don't even know.
oh, dude,
You
okay,
don't even
dude,
know
and
what
I'm
Roy
okay,
Martin's
bro,
strengths
and I'm
are.
giving you your props, bro. I'm giving you your props. it's almost to the point where how are you comparing a mobile shooter and Larry Markman compared to Tim Hardaway? Like it's two
Yeah.
different
Laurie
type of
Yeah.
shooting,
Markman,
bro.
Tim
It's two
Hardaway
different
is
type, bro.
Tim Hardaway is a streaky shooter, a horrible
Well,
defender,
I will
a
say this:
horrible. You the
we're
same
not we're,
issues that
we're
you
we're
have
not
with
gonna
Dolan.
get
You
Tim
have the same
Hardaway
issue with
for
Tim Hardaway
defending.
Jr.
He can defend, but he's not like Josh Hart defend.
No,
But
no,
when
he's
we
god
played,
awful
hold on,
defensively.
when we played Dallas, Tim Hardaway had like 19 points second half for the
That's
first
true
half.
because we don't have perimeter defense. If we have
Okay,
perimeter defense, he's not going off.
okay, and then he ended up the game with like 28 points.
Right,
Like he
but if you have
cooked
two
us
way guys
every
around
time we played
Luca,
Dallas. That
right?
Christmas Day game, even though we came back and won, Tim Hardaway was cooking us.
No, we
He
got blown
was
on. We got blown on that Christmas game. You're talking about when we
no.
after the
The,
trade.
I'm talking about the time we came back.
No, that's the game. No, that wasn't Christmas. That was the game when we had AD. Braun hurt his foot, and he still played through the game. That's when Vanderbilt locked down Luca. We came back from 27 points. That's the game,
Well,
not the
I'm
Christmas
just
game.
whatever game that was. I'm just saying we
Right.
came back. But
No,
what
I
I'm
know.
saying is when we the point is I'm trying to make Tim Hardaway. Matter of fact, Detroit before he hurt broke his I think he broke his foot or something. He did something. Um, he was cooking. Tim Hardaway was like the third best player or second best player in Detroit behind
Kay
but
Cunningham.
yeah, Tim Hardaway was cooking in Detroit. Like he got his opportunity. Just think if he came to LA, man,
But he threw
like
Luca under the
Malik
bus.
Monk.
Right. But he
Like,
threw Luca under the bus though.
well,
That's why he got.
I
That's why he
mean,
got
but
traded. That's
yeah, I
why he
mean
got
you
Detroit. That's why he got shipped to Dallas to Detroit
okay,
for Quentin
okay,
Grimes.
but I'm just saying those are the type players
Right.
that we need. We need
Right. No,
players
no, no. I
that you
agree. Gary Trent Jr. is a perfect example, but he's better defensively. I'll take Gary
right,
Trent Jr.
okay. Yeah, he's on the man. He's one of the on the list they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Trent Jr. Now he didn't do, he kind of messed up in the playoffs
Did he
with
really though?
Giannis.
Outside the ball slipped through his hands, he was
But
overall the second best player for the Bucks, though.
well, I'm just saying, like, hey,
Right.
if you can get players like Gary, Josh Hart,
Bruce
um,
Brown
even Bruce
Jr.
Brown, he's not
Right.
a real good 3-point shooter, 33%, 34.
He shot
But
35% from three this year, so
on the fast
he's
break,
yeah.
man, on the fast break when he's pushing it, yeah, you want him coming off the bench, right? Those are the kind of guys that you want with your defense and stuff like that. But you don't want to. I mean, I would trade Austin Reeves, keep Brewer Hachimura because I think what I'm saying you get more for Austin. I mean, there's a lot of teams out there that want him. Um, Claxton, I'm hearing a lot about Claxton. Then if we can't get Claxton, and then there's Clint Capella, and uh, you know,
But Capella's coming off my bench. I'm not starting Capella in
yeah,
2025.
I mean, he can give you 10 and 10
I mean, yeah, but
still,
he's declined
but
so
he's
much
not
as
a
an offensive threat.
lob threat. I mean, at his
He's not a
age,
lot. He's not an athletic lob threat that he's
yeah,
still a
not
lob threat. He's
anymore.
just no longer
Not like he
athletic like he
wasn't
used to
right.
be.
He played for the Rockets. He's not
For the
those days
Rockets and
over.
the earlier years in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, he's those days.
Those days are long
Well,
gone.
actually, when he played with Harden in the Rockets, that's when he was at the top of his game right there.
Oh yeah, but then when he came to Atlanta too, his first year with Atlanta, he
He was
was good.
okay. Yeah, he was all
No,
right, but
it
not
was
like he
very
was in
good.
Houston. Not
It
like he
wasn't
was in
like in
Houston.
Houston, but it was good. It was very good though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like we
but
had
like I
him
said,
dunking on Joel
um,
Embiid and Giannis and all those guys. He was going crazy. He was hitting
yeah,
fadeaways behind the backboard and everything, bro. He wasn't doing that in Houston.
and then who's the other guy that played for Houston? The center.
Uh,
Um, he comes off the bench.
I remember
He's
it was Isaiah
he looks like a
Hartenstein at that
Samoan.
point.
He looks like Samoan. I forgot his name.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
No, the Samoan dude. He looked like Aquaman.
Oh, Steven Adams.
Steven Adams. I saw they're talking about him. I mean, he's a workhorse on the rebounds, right? So
Right.
he come off the
But he's
bench.
staying in Houston though. Houston's gonna. They said they're gonna try to pay him whatever so he can stay.
Oh yeah, of course. Why would they break up that nucleus? This dude is comes off the bench and gives you like 8 rebounds and in so many minutes. Like this dude could he I don't know, right? But you want to bring in glue guys, right? You need glue guys who can
Who's
go out
gonna
and do
do
the
the
dirty
dirty work and
work.
everything?
Yeah, go out and do the dirty work. I just don't think Danny Ainge. He likes to. He once you make an interest in a player, he'll dangle that over your head, man, till he have you in tears, right? and I don't want the Lakers to feel like, well, we desperate to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. No, I feel you.
and so I feel like what dude was talking about had what you got all these players, you break them up and go get somebody here, go get somebody here. You be wise in doing that because you can get different trades. I think because I just don't think Danny Ainge's gonna do it. I think it's just a
I think he
it's a
would because I
it's
think
a
he would
pipe
because he
dream,
just.
man.
I wouldn't say it's a pipe dream because Laurie's value took a huge dip because of that contract, and because of that, you're not gonna give up crazy much for
I doubt it.
assets wise.
I don't see Danny
I
Ainge
don't
doing it.
really see it either, but this is a trade that I would do for sure if Danny H
Yeah,
did
this is
pull
a
this off.
fantasy trade. This is what I call a realistic trade. Um, you know, maybe Claxton, right?
Right. But if they ask for my 2031 first, they can kick rocks. I'm not giving up a
See, no, I
2031
I,
first.
mean, like I said, bro,
I,
you could easily like, bro,
no,
like
I did that
again,
trade,
you
man.
can easily break this up. What were we gonna give up for that center on the Hornets? It was connect.
It was
A
connect.
2031 first and a
See,
2026 first round
that
pick for
makes
rocks.
sense though, bro. But like,
Hmm.
But
see,
he's damaged
you're
goods.
putting.
He's damaged
Okay,
goods.
that's cool, bro. But bro, okay, that may be true, whatever. But
It's
like I said, bro, it
it is
doesn't to
true.
me,
Otherwise, the
bro.
Lakers would have kept
Bro,
him.
to and then I said you also got to get this approved to LeBron, man. You're gonna trade
But this
away
is Luca's
picks,
team. Why are we
players,
just making this about
man.
LeBron, bro?
Look, I don't give a damn what you say, bro. LeBron, LeBron, how much is LeBron gonna be making this upcoming
50. I
season?
think it's
$52 million
50.
dollars. Yes, but this is
And
Luca's
whose
team.
son is on the team?
Bronny.
Bronny. But this is
Okay,
Luca's
bro.
team
I don't.
though.
Okay, at that, bro.
LeBron
I
James
don't,
even
dude.
said it on the podcast. What are you talking
Man,
about?
LeBron be saying anything, bro. He got to play his PR stuff,
He's
bro.
the same person that said this is Luca's team, this is AR's team, and I'm gonna play off ball. And his off ball usage was all
Okay,
time low
man.
this year.
Okay.
He was not
Anyway,
lying
we
when he said that. Stop it.
okay, and everybody as a Laker fans, we all know this stuff runs by LeBron.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, that may be true or whatever, bro. Dude,
No.
like I said, it just to me again, bro. It doesn't make sense to trade all these players and a pick for two players. Like I said, you can get you. Like I said, you could do about like I said, you can if you really want to break it up, you could do about 3-4 trades out of all these players, and
But
you could
Robbie's
get
not
and we
doing
can
that,
just.
bro.
I mean, you don't know that,
Rob,
bro.
what
You don't know that, bro.
I do know that. What so
Okay.
outside of so outside of the 80 trade, what else did he do? Nothing outside of signing vet minimums. Traded for Schroeder.
Hey,
Didn't do nothing
didn't they
else.
bring Dorian
Traded
Finney
for yeah,
Smith?
trade for Russell Westbrook.
They brung Dorian Finney Smith in too.
Yeah, but I'm
They
breaking down
brought in Rui
his first.
Hachimura too.
Yeah, but
They brought in
no. The
D'Lo
only
too.
the only year that he did multiple trades was to get out that Russ contract. I said that he has not done that, and he only did it for the sake of him not getting fired because he was gonna get fired if he didn't do so. Otherwise, he would not do it. This is the type of trade that I see Rob doing before anything else, bro.
I
I'm
mean, he
telling
said he's
you.
gonna be active. He said he's gonna be active.
Well, I'm optimistic. I believe it when I see it, but we got 70 people here. I appreciate it. I do not want Brooke Lopez unless he comes off the bench. He's too old.
How you feel about Drew Holiday?
I would love Drew Holiday, but see, I don't think Boston would trade with us. That's the thing.
Well, Tatum's done, man. Tatum, he done
All I know
broke his
Tatum is done, and I agree. I would love a
Brown.
guy. I would trade for Derek White
So
over
I
Drew
think
Holiday.
Boston might be like,
They
hey,
might tank this year. They might
that's what
tank.
I'm saying. Because
I don't
they
know.
got
We'll see.
Brown, they got Derek White.
They legit said everyone is tradable outside of Jason Tatum. So
So I think they might drop. They might be like the fifth or sixth seed
right now,
without Tatum.
they might not even make the playoffs, but we'll see.
Without Tatum, no, they will. I mean, they got Brown, man. They got Brown and Unicorn.
Yeah, but they said everyone is tradable outside of Jason Tatum, so they might trade Jalen Brown. Actually,
I don't know. I mean,
that was the report that
who they
I
gonna
saw.
trade? Who they gonna trade him for?
Uh,
Because you're talking about like just them imploding. I don't think they're gonna implode. I just think without Tatum, they're gonna be a different team. You know what I'm saying?
that's no, I feel you, but yeah, I get you.
I don't
But
see Boston just falling apart. I mean, they were won the championship a couple of years back.
right, but see, they
So
paying everyone so much money. They paying everyone outside of their role players is like
right,
making $30+ million. So I see it, but I'm going to end the stream. I appreciate everyone who joined. Preacher,
Salute, bro.
appreciate the chat. Appreciate the
Salute,
DJ for
salute,
giving me the
bro.
opportunity. Salute to Chris. Even the people who said this was a stupid trade. Again,
I didn't say that.
no, I'm just quoting what people told me in the
I'm just
chat and
saying
what.
I just don't feel
No, I
Danny
know you didn't
Ainge.
say that, preacher. I'm just calling the ones who
Yeah.
did say that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I just don't feel Danny Ainge because and then I'll let you in this chat because you gotta remember we've been trying to get Walker Kessler for
For a
the
minute.
long
For a minute.
right. And Danny Ainge just he
He's a
sat on it.
he's a he I pro but see this is the thing though, because now you have an option because you're going to draft a center because I know that's what the Utah Jazz are going to do, and you have three centers. You have Flip Filikowski, Walker Kessler, and Malawach, potentially who they're going to draft. You can't pay Walker Kessler and then take away their minutes because that would be stupid. That would be a waste of assets. So he's gonna have to make a decision between you trading Walker Kessler or whatnot, and I'm pretty sure Daniel's gonna be like, "Hey, I really don't care. Here, just Walker Kessler." Not, I'm not gonna say he's gonna give him to us for free. No, but it would definitely be a price to pay. But I'll be willing to overpay for Walker Kessler versus any other center on the trade
I'm
market.
not
That's
I'm
for
not
sure.
I'm not just gonna do Walker Kessler without Lori marketing.
That's what I'm. Now, no, because I think Danny Ainge is that type of guy that says you can have Walker Kessler. Just give me, just you just gonna have to eat this Lori marketing contract, and I would do it.
I
That's
would
why I
do it.
mainly
That's
went.
what I'm saying. But
Right.
I'm not going to trade without him offering Lori marketing.
Okay. I'm mad at you for that, but yeah. So preacher, do you have anything? Do you have any final words?
No, I just think I think it's a good trade, man.
I appreciate it. Much love.
I just the Lakers we got to get better.
Have to,
The
right?
center position.
Right. If not,
And
then
I
Luca's
just
gonna leave, and then we'll be totally cooked.
yeah,
And we
I
know
just
Luca's
think
gonna
we got
leave.
to get better at center position. The playoffs. We can't be doing this. We were the third seed. We did all
Right.
that just to get exit in the first round.
Yep. Because Austin Reeves went to brick open threes,
Right.
and our bench was awful.
And we got to get better. I mean, we got to get better center
Right.
position.
And this helps you
We
get
need
better
shooting.
too. Right.
Yeah. So, all right, salute y'all. Definitely.
Peace out. AG, do you have anything to say?
Nah, man, I just appreciate you going live, man. Kept my, just something to do in the afternoon, man. Nice
For
something.
sure. For
It's
sure.
nice to talk sports, after a long day of work.
Right. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Who else is Chris? You have anything to say?
Man,
If you're
look at
there,
man. We ain't trade for no damn $50 million nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? He
so you
got
don't
to
like
be a
the trade?
superstar. Nah, I ain't saying I don't like the trade, but he got to be a proven guy. We can't make this another Russell Westbrook situation.
Right. And this won't be a West Westbrook situation because Laurie Markkinen is one of the best off-ball players in the league. So
No, this a Luol Deng situation.
eh, no, but I respect your opinions. DJ, I don't know if you oh I don't know if you want to say any final words. I don't know if you're busy with family, whatever. But do you have anything that you want to say? If not, then I'll say my final words and then I'll end the stream. Going once, going twice. Okay. Thank you for the people who came today. We had 80 people. I think we had like 50 some people, 56 people from Twitter, 24 people from YouTube. Okay. All good, all good. Yeah, I appreciate it. I was just making sure because I don't want to, skip you. So thank you for giving me another opportunity to live stream today. Appreciate it. I think DJ said that he told me at least that he will live stream tomorrow. So y'all have him, and then y'all have me back again on
That's
Friday.
what's up.
Happy Friday. And y'all have your Friday special and enjoy portion here. So, and we'll talk about potentially making trades with the Miami Heat for Andrew Wiggins and then maybe get Bam or whatever. So,
I heard
um,
about that one too.
right. And I'll like y'all opinions on that type of stuff. So, peace out. God bless. Have a safe and lovely day. Thank you guys so much. Deuces.